Hey, hello, ELU. So, it's a bit scuffed because they started draft without telling us, so I do apologize for that. Welcome to the first ever game of the season. I got two casters in here with me. I don't know if you can hear Nitro, but I got Nitrodax and Scalene. What's up, guys?
Hey, nice to be
Not
here.
much. Didn't have to play a ranked game today because I played 2 yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's right, because you start decaying every day you don't play. Funny. Like I said, sorry about the scuffed everything because they started the game without telling us. So, but we do have some bands coming in, so let's just start talking about it. Echo, Kane, Leona, Nar, and Misfortune. Okay. Uh, so I don't know. I don't quite know. Like I played with TKK, but I don't know what they all play. I know that Vacant Tech will probably be their jungler, and he does play. I don't know if he plays Lilia, so I don't know about this ban. But what do you guys think about the bans? Meta
Yeah,
or
From the
not?
lobby, it looks like Spanaway is playing mid, so I don't know why they banned Leona.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know if Monkey Beast is playing support. Yeah, he doesn't play Leona very often.
Huh.
is span away mid. Okay. Yeah,
So,
assuming they're in pro order like they're supposed to be.
he plays Leona mid, actually.
No, he does. He played it in scrims against LLW the other day and won. They won with it.
So, first pick on blue side for TKK Zach. What do you feel about that, Scalene?
It's probably pretty weak if you can pick a jungler that can punish Zac early. He's really weak early clear, so you can just invade him. Can't really do anything to stop you.
The response is Nunu and Thresh to it. Interesting.
Very interesting. So we're already seeing kind of a tankier team on GCA, but obviously there'll be some carries coming in soon. I wonder if
There we go. We got
Okay,
the
that's a good pick into
instant
Thresh
bot
as
lane.
well.
yeah, I was about to say. Oh, Caitlyn
Instant bot
Morgana.
lane lock. Okay,
So
I like it.
Caitlyn Morgana should win that lane against a Thresh. I don't know who the ADC is.
Yeah, Thresh is very weak against enchanters.
Yeah. So
You also are able to stop the snowball E or the snowball W knockup and the root from Nunu with
I
the
think it
Morgana
actually
E.
only stops one. The snowball should break the shield at most levels.
Oh, my pretty face isn't on here, Jazz. That's okay.
Phelios.
That's okay. My cam. That's all right.
Interesting.
I wore my red suit, but everyone just envisioned my red suit. It should be turned on. Oh no, that's
it's
right.
not
Because I left and came back. I apologize.
Interesting. So what do you feel about that Aphelios pick with the Thresh you're scaling since you are
It looks like both teams are just playing for late game.
It would appear that way. Oh yeah, you do play a lot of Thresh scaling, I suppose.
I mean, yeah, Caitlyn Morgana is a winning lane, but Zac can't really do much early, and he can't do anything against Thresh.
Ooh, we got some.
It's an interesting pick here. So set R2 ban with the Shen, and then the Diana response ban. But are you banning Diana for the mid lane here?
I would assume so. Diana jungle kind of fell off, but that's
I mean,
a
they already
good.
have Nunu for jungle.
Yeah.
And Yon ban insta pick Pantheon.
I like the Pantheon in R4 because that can be flexed mid and top.
Yeah, the Pantheon flex.
They are leaning heavy into AD right now as well, though.
Yeah, they
likely
do
going
need some
top
AP.
because they need an AP mid.
Yeah, they'll need a mage of some sort. Or
oh, hey, Mikey's on the stream now.
Oh my gosh, look at that red suit. Oh, it looks so good. Can't get enough of it.
So Kassadin.
Okay.
Wait, Kassadin into Pantheon?
Now they can just put Pantheon mid then.
Really?
That's a lot of AP. That's a lot of AP coming through from TKK.
So this is gonna be really interesting how you're gonna navigate
I think you just pick
Kassadin.
something like Gwen top lane.
It's gonna be really interesting how you navigate Kassadin into Pantheon, and Mordekaiser.
And Mordekaiser's fine. I mean, I think Kassadin beats him in the 1v1 late game, Morgana can shield, so he can't really ult Caitlyn.
Ooh, I really like that transition screen, Jazz. TKK really solidified their late game pick or comp with that Ornn pick. I don't know. I think that this.
I mean, the Nunu should just be able to camp bot lane. It's the only lane that should be pushing. Ornn and
Yeah.
Cassidy should both be pushed in, so Nunu doesn't have to do anything but camp Caitlyn, and then TKK can't really do much until late game if Caitlyn and Morgana gets behind.
That is true. That is true. So, who do you guys? Oh, go ahead. What were you gonna say, Nitro?
I said this is going to be really interesting, especially how they navigate the early game, because if Cassidy is already giving up first blood at like 2 to 3 minutes, then it really makes you question the Cassidy pick in the first place.
Yeah.
Most likely Pantheon is going to be mid. Because Pantheon top, while is possible, is really not that strong in the current top meta. Kind of weird you would counterpick yourself with one of your hardest matchups.
Yeah, I don't know what their full strategy is there. I don't even actually know who really won the draft. I was gonna ask you two casters, who do you guys think won the draft?
I think GCA won the draft. Their comp is
GCA.
much easier to pull off. They can just wait for Pantheon to get 6 and then consistently dive bot with Pantheon Nunu. And TKK can't respond until Cassidy and Ornn are level like 11.
Put it in my article. I wrote a tiny article about GCA. I said they win a lot of games in the drafting phase and nobody even notices. I mean, they're a very skilled team too, but nobody notices how many games they just straight up win in pick and ban. But I don't know. TKK, we haven't seen them yet. We haven't seen them in scrims. We know they got first in a Clash tournament, but it was tier 2. We don't know much about TKK. This is kind of the first time people are going to see them doing anything, so it's going to be interesting.
It's pretty hard for them to gank bot because Thresh can flay Zac E.
Yeah.
There's no guaranteed CC there.
Ganking any lane is kind of going to be. I mean, you could gank a Mordekaiser lane pretty easy, but post 6.
Yeah, you can't gank it early though because Ornn can't win the 1v1.
So
yeah, exactly.
How this, as somebody who used to one-trick Mordekaiser, really, you can't really gank Mordekaiser after he is 6 because he will most likely just ult you if you're playing a tank jungler, kill you in there.
You can't gank him pre-6 in this game either.
Yeah, there's no real setup unless Ornn is able to slow him with the Q.
And mid will never be able to roam to help.
Yeah.
If TKK is even at 20, I do believe they have a really good chance, but the problem is they have to get even at 20.
It all depends on how proactive GCA is. If they don't go for dives with Pantheon and Nunu, then TKK can just scale and win.
Yeah, TKK does have the scale comp. It's just a matter of, is this match over before 25 minutes? If the answer is yes, GCA wins. If the answer is no, TKK wins.
Yeah, that I kind of agree with that sentiment. TKK has solidified the late game comp. You got to think everyone on GCA has to buy Moby boots, or not Moby boots, but rather Tenacity boots, right? It just seems like that'd be the right choice. But who knows? There might be some different boots coming out.
So what do you look at? So let's make a little thing here, Scalene. What do you think would happen first? Okay, Pantheon solo kills mid, or Zac gets a successful gank off?
Oh, is there
Pantheon
a wager?
Probably solo kills mid here.
Oh, is that a wager? Oh, I like it.
I think it's just a friendly caster wager, just to see our thought process here.
Yeah,
because
the person who's playing mid for TKK doesn't normally play mid either. He's an ADC player.
So they have a sub in, is what you're telling me.
They don't. They have their full roster in. They don't have technically any subs, but are you saying like they have their 6th player in? Who is their mid laner?
I don't know.
I'm trying to.
Hold on, I have a sheet open.
I was about to say, get that sheet up.
Is it pure TKK? It says, from what I have, it says Hopeless is mid, but he's playing support here, I guess.
Unless they.
Oh no, because they don't. Okay, yeah, they are missing Fidsick, who's normally plays support for them. So I guess they're playing Hopeless as support and putting their sub ADC in mid.
Well, that is kind of unfortunate for TKK. Fidsick, I would audaciously say, is one of their best players if not their best. That is unfortunate for TKK to be missing him today. But the rest of their team is still very, very capable of pulling this game out. I played with them; they're really good. Fidsick wasn't even with them when they got first in that Clash tournament, so I think this will be a closer series than people think. I really do. A lot of people think GCA is gonna kind of. A lot of people think GCA is gonna do what they did last season and just get second or third place and stomp all the other lower teams. I honestly think some of these new teams are gonna come in and impress a lot of people.
I'm not saying that the new teams are just gonna get walked all over on. It's just that this game alone, with the draft and how it's played out, it's really gonna be
Yeah.
a test of their teamwork.
I mean,
Really?
TKK doesn't have any say in whether they win this game or not. It's all whether GCA does something early or not.
Kind of GCA's game to lose is what you're saying, rather than TKK's game to win.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I wonder, are we still Jazz? Are we still on delayed? Oh, okay.
Minute and 30.
Minute
Mhm.
30. I knew this. Knew it all along.
So, as somebody who plays a lot of Mordekaiser and can give insight to the Ornn matchup, it is one of Mordekaiser's harder matchups, but it's not impossible because you just have to be smart with trading.
Yeah.
Like Brittle is such a it really fucks with Mordekaiser. Brittle's really brutal on early game Mordekaiser.
Yeah,
It also
12,
depends.
Is it 12% max health? Or
It's
does it
like
scale up to
12 to like 14% max health, like early game, and it
Yeah.
really just messes you up. You have to shield it perfectly, or else you instantly lose the trade because then he'll just queue and walk away from you.
Yeah,
Because
if Ornn
it's a
hits 6 first, he could solo kill with the triple brittle combo.
yes.
Ornn's damage for a tank is just obscene and unnecessary, but he is a balanced champ in my opinion. So I'm not asking Riot to nerf him. It's just really obscene damage.
Oh no, Ornn is completely balanced. It's just that he can one-shot you in the perfect circumstance,
Right.
which rarely happens.
Yeah.
And most people can't even perform the double brittle combo, let alone the triple.
Yeah.
That's like 0.1% of all Ornn players, which is already a rare thing.
He is a tank that takes some skill to play, which a lot of tanks don't take that much skill, but well, I mean some of them do for sure.
Some do.
But-
Some you have to aim skill shots for. Some like Maokai you really don't.
Yeah, that's why I like Maokai, because I don't have hands. Awesome. So what are your guys' predictions for this game? Here, I'm gonna go ahead and say, what are both your predictions for this game and for the series?
I say for this game, this is a definite GCA draft win. So I would hope that it's a GCA win.
Mhm.
It is a simple mid laner. It is a simple jungler. Kind of simple top laner. I miss old Mordekaiser if I'm going to be honest. But on the other side, you do have simple picks as well. It's just it's really up to Peels for this game to me. If he is able to win top and win the solo as well. If he's able to do that, then I believe that there is a good chance that TKK can really upset GCA technically, even though because TKK is lower in the power rankings, and we all agreed to that.
Yeah, we did agree, because we all put GCA as third in the power rankings, right?
Yeah.
And we are in game. This is exciting. I can't wait to see if there's any invades or sneaky stuff. But yeah, we all did put GCA as third in the power rankings. We put TKK around 5 or 6, but they are one of the higher ranked on average new teams. It is unfortunate they don't have Fidsick today, but I still want to see big things out of them in this series.
Of course. So it looks like a regular 5-point that's happening.
Oh, for one team, not for GCA.
Sorry, Scalene. I was talking too long. What do you think about the series? How do you think it will go?
I think this game should be a win for GCA. But if TKK can win this game, I think they can take the series.
That's some optimism coming out from Scalene. I like it. And now they can totally see
Yeah, they're
GCA.
spotted on the invade, yeah.
They can totally spot that. So Hopeless might fire around in here just to show that he know. Oh, that was risky.
Ooh.
That was kind of risky.
That was really risky. That almost ended horribly. That was a flash Pantheon stun away
Yeah,
from going
I was
horrible.
about to say a couple flashes on the GCA side, and that's a kill.
Well, they
But,
left a ward on their red buff too. That's interesting how they warded their own red buff like from over the wall instead of in the bush as they were retreating.
Yeah, that is interesting. Regardless, we are going to just have normal starts now.
Okay, so it's an invade in the top side.
And they spotted that out too. Every invade got spotted out this game, which is pretty regular.
Well, that really pushes Zach behind now because he didn't
Zach has
get the
no
buff.
leash on blue.
Zach is very behind now. That is very unfortunate coming in for.
Nunu will be
Vacant
done with
Tech.
wolves by the time Zach's done with blue, which is really going to put this jungle behind what you don't need.
Yeah, he might even have to like recall after a couple camps. His early clear is super bad.
Yeah, and not to mention Nunu has a faster clear anyway without the starting behind. So this is just double bad for Vacant Tech. Nice bind coming in from the
Yeah,
side
it looks like
of Hopeless.
they're playing really heavy for lane with Morgana taking Comet over something like Guardian.
Yeah, but we do see a gank already coming in on the side of Toasty
that's
Boy.
gonna be
Toasty Boy will
flash.
burn a flash instantly. Toasty Boy is very aggressive on the early game
So
Nunu.
they probably should just do red or Raptors and go right back mid. And that should be a kill
Yeah.
if Caston keeps pushing.
Casted no flash in the middle of the lane is very unlucky.
Yeah, very unlucky. This Cassidon will be struggling early here, especially against an early Pantheon. I assume that might be a kill when Pantheon turns level 3, but you never know.
Oh, it most definitely is a kill because I think Nunu just does Raptors red and then kills him. See, this is what I was talking about the top lane matchup. Spanaway is taking a really bad trade here.
He should be able to kill with like a flash Q ignite there.
Does use the E there, but Germsand only has teleport. There's no combat spell. Nice Morgana binder.
Okay, he has 5 stacks. So like if he flash tap Q with the ignite, he should be able to get the kill.
Yeah, so kind of a misplay there coming through from Spanaway, though I do still favor him to win this lane, and this will definitely be a kill. Oh, wow,
it is going to be...
Germsand
Oh, it is
coming in.
first blood.
Oh, first blood for the Cassidon.
Yep, first blood for the Cassidon, and that's actually really good for this Cassidon. I mean, it couldn't have gone any better when you're dead to rights. Like, there's no way he's getting out of that. So,
Yeah, but if that's happening in the 1v1, Cassidon should be able to do that again. Especially with that ignite now.
And not to mention, guys, the farm is even on both junglers now because Nunu's spent so much time trying to gank mid. And no, Nunu's going to get a kill.
Valiant goes in?
Yeah, this is going to be a kill.
No, he can't finish them in time. He has no
he can't.
No Q.
But no, actually, Spanaway's here, and now he can just stun him instantly. And okay,
so we do see a fight up top, and I will say that was very unfortunate for Vacant Tech. I don't think he should have taken that fight. And the bind does come through for Morgana, and we are maybe going to get a trap. No, the trap does not go down. So, very, very unfortunate decision from Vacant Tech to turn on that fight. I think he could have gotten out.
I can't believe we got Blabber in our game.
He had to get that scuttle, dude. Nice bind coming through. Are they going to get a kill here? And they do get a kill.
Actually, really good. Wow.
We basically got the bind
really
down.
bad
We
for
got
bot
the
lane.
trap.
Caitlyn got red buff there too.
Yeah, this is going to be very bad for bot lane. This game is already fairly even across the board.
And that is worst case scenario for GCA right now.
Yeah, bot lane was up ahead a little bit too in the lane they shouldn't have been, so that's really bad for them now.
Peel seems to barely get the better of that trade up top. I'll draw your guys' attention. 999 Forever is the top laner. He's always been a mid laner. So there's some different things going on here. A lot of people are kind of getting... A lot of people this season are trying out new lanes, and I really like that. Oh, another bind goes down. This might be some damage.
Ooh, that's an instant trap. Dodge the Thresh Hook right there, and they still eat the Caitlyn Q.
I think that might have been a kill angle.
I don't think so.
Because you can cancel Caitlyn Q with E. So if you EQ for the headshot auto, that I think you might be able to force heal.
Banaway ulted the E the wrong way, but Germsand does Q the cannon minion, which is unfortunate. And now Toasty will not get much.
I don't think Cassian can stay in lane here. He probably has to TP back.
Yeah.
Pantheon should be able to dive.
Okay, so we got 6 up top lane. I think this is a death realm from forever.
Yeah. Maybe.
The unstoppable from Orin really counters his E. Don't think there's
This-
much else.
This is actually not great for GCA. They are they're not even winning. It's even in the early game, and TKK is only going to get stronger as time goes on.
Yeah,
I honestly
Pantheon
think
is losing mid lane right now. That's
it,
probably
if,
worst case scenario. Bot lane getting the kill on the jungler with red buff for Caitlyn.
if you ask me,
Cassian winning.
Toasty Boy has to prioritize like dragons now in the early game. Well, he can. I don't think that this is not really good for GCA if they can't win the early game or if they're going even. Nice bind there, but nothing coming
Yeah,
from
they
it.
should do a dragon while they still have mid prio.
Exactly. But Toasty
It
Boy's
is
up
a
top in
mountain
the crowds.
dragon. It would really help out, but I don't think it'll help out enough. But early game, the 12%, I believe, is it 12 or 8% resistance? Early game.
I think it's 5% on a single
Is
dragon.
it 5%?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Individual
It's
dragons are very
10. It's about what? Like maybe
a couple.
5 MR?
Yeah, 4. Okay, yeah,
5?
4%.
Yeah, 5
Yeah,
MR,
4
4.
or 5. Yeah.
So very
I don't-
weak, actually.
I don't want to get into like making fun of Riot. They have their decisions for everything, but they made dragons so weak. Like every individual dragon is useless. All you're doing is building up to the soul, basically. I don't know. I said that earlier, but that's still my sentiment.
Now, I really want to look at the gold here individually and see who has the most.
Oh yeah, whenever you can pull up gold, Jazz. Jazz is basically the best observer there is.
It's X.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
X.
No problem.
no prob.
I've observed
Oh.
before.
I
So
don't think
really, the gold difference is jungle, and the only side for GCA is winning. Now they will get the dragon.
Yeah, they need to start stacking these drags early because they will not be able to when Caston hits like level 16, obviously.
Yeah,
I-
Caitlyn is doing very well, only being down 30 gold.
Yeah, that's actually very impressive. Spanaway, I think, needs to play a little bit more aggressive, but that's just me. We get the
Oh.
dodge and the black shield coming out, so
I
there was
think
no
they
way
should
to
look
put
for a
back.
bot dive.
I think
with
as soon as
Pantheon
my
on
I
it.
god.
think
Oh,
they.
go ahead.
I think that they'll try it, but I don't think it'll be successful. Especially now that Aphelios wasted Graviton on Q.
Yeah. Shoot. I really. So what item do you think is going to come out of Caston here? Does Caston build the Everfrost now or go with the Ludens?
Everfrost.
Yeah,
Prob-
Everfrost probably.
There's.
I think that's like all
don't
that
think this
Caston
is.
And
Isn't
you
it?
could have even gone like the Frozen Heart build this game.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Like the tier Everfrost Frozen Heart to get the extra
It's,
damage.
the Frozen
No,
Heart
you
one is
rush
Frozen
Frozen
Heart
Heart.
first item. Yeah.
You rush
Oh.
Frozen Heart. It's really insane against AD.
I will say this bot lane's having some issues dodging these binds. If this keeps up, I think Hopeless just kind of goes off on him. Or
Okay,
Hopeless
nice
Everfrost.
trade up top for Peels. He does
Yeah.
get the grass proc.
Very nice.
And now Peels, he knows he doesn't have shield. That is a 20-second cooldown for
Yeah,
the
looks
Moor.
like GTA is
Oh.
getting Rift Herald here.
Was that Tribush warded? How did they see? Yep, the Tribush
yes.
was warded.
Tribush has a control ward in it.
Yeah, I was wondering they were playing that so safe, and this will be another objective for GCA. As we said, the early game Nunu should be getting all these objectives. There's really no reason he shouldn't be.
I don't think there's a chance that Zach can even contest this early game because Zach really doesn't ramp up until about mid game.
No. Oh,
Is
nice.
there a way to see what the next dragon spawning is?
Yeah, you
It
would, have
is.
to
Okay.
you would have to hover over the pit. It's ocean. Thank you.
So we will get a wind or an infernal soul, I suppose.
Yeah, at this point, Cloud Soul probably just loses the game for GCA.
Yeah, fair enough.
I
That's
agree.
some good damage coming through from Mordekaiser top. I think we are going to have Ornn back here, Peels rather. And Thresh is staying in that bush waiting. waiting for something to happen, but I don't think anything will come of it. And we do have trade going up top.
Morgana's behind and they don't see her.
Morgana
We're gonna
is
see it.
there.
We're gonna see maybe a gank. No, we're not gonna see.
It's just a matter of who gets baited first here, really.
Yeah,
Fresh fully
so-
backs. Morgana walks past the control ward vision on Dragon. I don't think she saw it, to be fair.
There is a lot of people walking past pink wards, which happens in pro play too. To be fair,
Oh, of course.
Peels needs to get out of there.
Peels is dead.
No, he should be fine.
No, that's dead.
Yeah. No, he's fine, he's fine.
No, he's fine. He just sits under tower.
That
If Forever came in
Forever-
for the kill, he would have died the turret.
Forever is not quite strong enough to dive turret yet, but he does have the Leeching Leer, which, in my opinion, is one of the best sub items in the game, like sub mythic items. It's just such a strong mini item, but
I personally would not go Riftmaker this game, personally. I don't think this is a Riftmaker game. I think this
That's
is
fair.
a...
what would you rather get?
So, I've been experimenting
Oh,
a
we
lot
do have
with
a.
different...
Hold on, I'll cut you off there. We do have a gank going on. Zach is ganking mid, and I don't know if we're going to see the kill because the Thresh Lantern does come in, and we see the TP coming mid with 999 Forever, and we are actually going to see an all-out team fight because this Nunu is an unstoppable train, but they're all walking through the Morgan pool, which isn't doing enough damage, and Nunu is going to grab this kill onto Hopeless. We will see it be a 1-for-0 trade, and I believe Dragon's coming up soon, so that is a very good team fight win for the side of GCA, and we will
Dragon
actually
is
see Rift Herald go down too.
spawning in about 25 from now.
Yeah, this
Which
is really good for GCA. They're going to get first tower, possibly. They're not going to quite get first tower, but they are
Well,
going
if
to
you
be the
use
Dragon.
Herald when it has 5 plates, it's pretty hard to take the turret after you get the triple bulwark, like instantly procced.
But I see what they're doing. They just want to get it down so they could go take Dragon and kind of keep. I think they put it down a bit early. I think you're right, but I think they're just prioritizing Dragon here.
I think that they did that purely for tempo, as that's now a really high tempo move as now we're going to get a Dragon fight coming up. Dragon is coming up very soon, 9 seconds.
Yeah, Pantheon
So-
is top lane right now, though. He has to try and push out and get into ult range.
Wait, neither Ornn does not have TP, so TKK will not win this if Pantheon's in ult range.
Looks like he's still just farming the top wave under turret, though.
Ornn is running down.
What is Ornn? What
TKK
is
is here to block it, but
Okay,
I
they're
guess
just gonna
they don't
give
want to try it
Yeah.
with the Nunu smite?
They're just gonna give it.
No,
I
here we go.
Oh, they're gonna go for a
No,
steal.
Vacant
They're
is now
for the
going to
Zac
try it.
steal. They didn't even go
Interesting.
for it.
They didn't even go for it, so they kind of just wasted a lot of time
Yeah.
and
He
a lot of
can't
tempo.
go for it.
No, as Zac, you can E from one side of the pit to the other and smite
No,
as you
I
travel
understand
over.
that, but no, because he just eat the Krugs.
I will
Is that-
say, if you're not even going to go for the steal, you're wasting a lot of time and tempo just dancing around the Dragon Pit. You might as well go push lanes or go keep farming.
Oh, Pantheon buys Merc Treads here.
Yep, I expected that. I expect Merc Treads on almost everybody on the
So it's a
GCA side.
guaranteed eclipse.
I don't know, I think he
because
should
of
have
the
finished
build.
Eclipse first. Merc Treads kind of
Oh,
reduces
sure.
his damage a lot.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I agree with that.
And the
I just
Ornn got a ton of plates top. I think he got 3 or 4.
He actually got first tower. He actually got first tower, so that's not a bad thing coming in for TKK with Peels here.
Yeah, now he's even in gold, even though 999 has the kill.
Yeah. So we're kind of back to just playing lanes standard.
We are. Something interesting I want to note is the Kassadin is almost 1,000 gold up already. It's just that the Nunu is up, I believe, 1.2k.
Yeah, the Nunu was up a lot, but then the Caitlyn and the Kassadin are both
Yeah.
up a lot as well. Just a lot better to have their gold in the carries.
Nice Black Shield coming in for Morgana. We do see both ults coming out.
Oh.
Morgana is going to follow this ult through, but Morgana does not have the stopwatch anymore, and the bind does miss. So we are just going to see a brawl that is going to
Caitlyn-
result in
Caitlyn
nothing.
can chase.
Caitlyn can chase here.
Still
But
has heal.
Caitlyn does
oh,
not.
both ADCs still have heal.
But Caitlyn does not chase.
Oh, Vacant! He's spotted by the ward here. I think
Yeah.
he still lives with the E. Monkey Beast is kind of low.
I think
He
Germsand
does
might
have
die.
Guardian.
Germsand dies here.
Yeah.
Germsand just dies. to
Germsand,
solo.
does he get it?
No, he dies to
doesn't.
span away in a solo 1v1, which is what Pantheon should have been doing this whole time, to be fair. But this is really looking rough for TKK. I mean, they do still have the late game. I don't think it's looking that rough for them. But
It's a 1k gold lead right now, which isn't really enough to snowball.
And like we all said, TKK has the late game, so they're not in that bad of a position.
Wait, was it Infernal Rift or Cloud? It looks like Cloud.
Cloud Rift.
Oh, and we do see a fight going on up top, but
9?
Toasty Boy is going to be joining the fight here very quickly. Very good CC peeling from Peels, no pun intended. I don't think that they can make this dive work. They will make this dive work because Spanaway's here.
Tanks.
This will for sure be a kill.
He just doesn't blow the Ornn ultimate. It's way too late now to do it. And that
Yeah.
will result in his
I know,
death.
Cloud Dragon kind of removes the soul win condition, so I don't really know what GCA can do anymore.
Yeah,
They don't
If-
have anything to siege into Caitlyn.
so they're just going to take this objective here, I suppose.
I guess they have to play purely for pick now. Which is going to be interesting to play purely for pick against a Morgana late game and a Kassadin late game. And while the Zac right now is currently not doing well, he will be a meatball late game and is able to tank a lot of damage.
Yeah, he is behind by a decent amount of gold in that matchup, over 1,000. We do see the smite coming through from Vacantech. He does dodge he dodges all the abilities actually and gets away. And we are
Wait,
going to
Caitlyn
see
getting
another
solo
tower.
gold.
Yep. This is actually not bad for TKK. She is getting collapsed on. She either needs to get this back off or she's dead. And she's dead. I'm just gonna. I don't.
Oh,
think
she
gets out of it.
moved! Oh.
Yep, she's dead. So she either needed to back off or stop backing where she was, or get her back off. But either way, we are going to see this kill and a gank coming through mid lane. That's just a wave clear gank. Although Germstan is going to try and fight it. Germstan's already doing decent damage here on the Mordekaiser, and the Pantheon ult does come through to no avail. And back to standard gameplay. The dragon is almost up though.
Yeah, I think Caitlyn should have gone Gale Force this game.
So this is going to be really interesting. How exact? So while we did do the little friendly caster thing, Pantheon did solo kill before Zac got a successful gank off. It took Pantheon 16 minutes to solo kill a Kassadin.
Yeah, I mean, Spanaway was playing very, very afraid for some reason, and because of it, he's down by over 30 farm.
Technically, the Pantheon solo killed him earlier, and but died for it. But no,
okay.
actually, no, that's right. Nunu killed him.
Yeah, I think Nunu got the assist.
Nunu got the assist, and it
Nunu
wasn't a solo
Did he get
kill.
the assist or kill? I don't know. I don't remember.
Either
if
way,
the
it doesn't
Ignite
matter right
finished it
now.
off.
Cloud is coming up. We got 5 seconds until Cloud, and they are posturing for this Cloud. Mordekaiser has teleport, but there's really one
But
way
no,
for
we
him
do
to
have a
teleport.
fight.
It's going to be
We
in the
do have a fight
back.
going through. Oh, we do have a fight going through, and the Ornn ult does go in.
That is
So
a
we
big
do
Ornn
see.
ulti right there. It is just CC City for Toasty Boy, and he is still gonna live. Vacant is going in all the way in the back by himself. Germsand waiting on the lines there for forever. It is now going to be doom for Hopeless as the Morgana falls, and this is just a team fight smash for GCA. This is exactly what you wanted. The ace at 19 minutes.
Who's
Yeah,
play-by-play
Zaka
here,
needed to
Nitro
keep the
Dax?
game.
Who's play-by-play here, you or me?
Hey man,
All right.
I used to solo cast an entire league while doing play-by-play and color. Okay.
All right,
That'll
well,
I don't
be
even
it.
think GC
Okay,
needed
but-
to contest that dragon.
Yeah,
With
no,
Rift
they-
Herald, they could have
they
just
are.
pushed lanes. Cloud is kind of useless for them now. So they could have just let TKK have the dragon and just pushed mid with the Rift Herald.
Yeah. No, this is actually just going to be like, and then we do see an engage coming through from Zac. He is actually just going to go in and go out. The Rift Herald will get another charge off. I don't know. They might stop it here. They actually did not stop it. It did get the charge off.
Zac does have smite too.
Yeah. So, this is not looking good for TKK. They are definitely falling quite far behind, and I don't know if they're going to get a chance to get that late game team comp off based on how
GC
far
should be
behind
able
they are.
to just recall and go to straight to Baron.
Peels, is he gonna see the Pantheon? No. But he will find the Mordekaiser. Is he gonna pursue him with the Nunu here? Because Hopeless is down the river. They find the Nunu, but I don't think much else will happen.
I don't even know what their win condition is now because I don't think there's any way they can test this Dragon Soul. They basically just have to get their cast in the late game, but I just don't know the win condition. I think they kind of just
Yeah, I
They-
don't see a way for them to win unless it goes to like 6 items right now. Because Mordekaiser can 1v1 anyone in the game. So if
yeah.
Mordekaiser takes out Kassadin or Caitlyn, Pantheon can flash stun the other one, and then you kind of can't team fight.
Yeah, no, precisely. And now they're just kind of getting vision control around Baron, which should be the next thing they look to do. I guess they should probably group up mid and get this open inhib, because I don't know if there's anything that TKK can do about it.
I think they
And
should
if-
get Baron first.
I think the Baron should be your priority first,
They
especially.
should just all buy control wards. And as long as TKK can't see the Baron, they're either forced to check or just give the Baron for free.
Okay,
see a
Bacon
fight
is going to
coming
go in
with-
on forever.
Yeah, we do see a fight coming in, and we do see a TP coming in. This is actually going to be a kill.
Okay.
There's no way that
Hopeless.
Morgana gets out of this, but we actually do see the net go through, and the Aphelios assault just goes out just for style from Violet Cap.
Yeah,
I
they're just gonna
like
turn
it.
to Baron.
Yeah, they're just gonna go get Baron. I don't even know. Does TKK go and contest this?
They're going to. They can't, but they're going to contest it. This, as my mid laner would say, this is illegal.
So Peels is going to be the first one in. He's going to take a chunk of damage from Forever. He is going to throw the ult out, and Bacon is going to go in, and he almost gets the steal, but no, he doesn't quite. A lot of knockups. This is Bounce House City going in, and Caitlyn is just in the back doing loads of damage, but it is not enough. GCA will clean house, and Nunu's just ignoring the Caitlyn. We actually are going to see the Caitlyn go down here.
It should be the end of the
Violet
game
Cap.
if someone goes back
And
and Baron's the mid wave.
That will most certainly be the end of the game. Good job to GCA. I don't think there's any way that Hopeless can stop the assault. Yeah, I mean, it's not over till the fat lady sings, but congratulations to GCA. Quite a clean game. Kind of a slow start, but clean nonetheless. We will see what happens as some players are now getting up from the spawn. We are actually going to get a kill. Bacon Tech does take down Toasty Boy, and actually, I
It's
spoke
not
too
over
soon.
yet.
I spoke too soon. The game's not over. They are going to
Germson
back
is
off.
up. They really have to run here. Aphelios has to get out, and if he is, then it's really good. But so we can talk about this game post-mortem right now, because while this is a kind of a bad scenario for this team right now, I do think that TKK played the early game considerably well against this team comp.
999 Forever
Yeah, they're
does.
playing the early game really well. Cassie
Oh,
winning lane.
999
Bot was
Forever
winning.
might be caught out here, but he might get a kill first. He actually will get a kill. No, he does not. We are going to possibly see him go down. He is going to ult the Zac, so he will actually take the Zac into the passive. He might actually even take Zac down before the passive expires. He will. But, 999 Forever is doing work, and he actually will get the second kill onto the Caitlyn. This is so unfortunate for TKK. 999 Forever is going off. He might even get the quadra kill here. He will actually get the quadra kill.
They
That
could
is
try and dive
outstanding
Fountain
stuff.
for the Penta.
Yeah, I mean, they have to at this point, right? There's no other option.
Are we gonna get the first penta in the season in the first game?
Well, unfortunately, it's an Ornn, so probably not. Diving Fountain on an Ornn to kill him for the Penta. I mean, they are going to try. They are going to fail, though, and they will take the Nexus. So GCA, congratulations. You win the very first game of the second season of ELU.
Pretty clean game, I would say. I would say it was plagued by an early slot. I would say it was kind of plagued by that really questionable early game by GCA.
Just really quick, any final closing thoughts on that game before we go into game two? Just I guess there's not much to say about it. It's just GCA played their team comp better. They won the draft. They played to their abilities, and they won in the early game, kind of. I mean, mid to early game.
I will give credit where credit was due. That was a really well played early game by TKK, negating a lot of the early game pressure and making us really question if they were able to fully scale up. Unfortunately, the mid game kind of got blown up completely to the point where GCA was just basically able to walk all over because the Mordekaiser got too ahead, along with the easy CC of the Pantheon, basically free follow up
Yeah,
as
that
well.
single team-fighted dragon just lost the game.
For them, not even going to contest it and then going in anyway after you know it's gone is really questionable by them, but we'll see.
I will say, farming wise and just general state of the game, TKK was able to keep up for a good amount of the game. At least half the game, TKK was only like 1k gold behind or less. It just like you said, it was that one fight that kind of blew it up, and everything after that was just a mudslide. But I do think TKK can still hold their head high. They kind of just got out drafted and obviously out rotated in the early game. I don't think that they have to they don't really have to be too sad about this loss. They just have to kind of regroup and get on to the next game.
Yeah, they should be looking to draft more than one winning lane so they can have some jungle pressure.
Yeah.
What is this Pog Award? Player of the game. Okay, so apparently this was added to my stat sheet without me noticing. So, Mikey, what was your Pog Award this game?
Oh, I have to give it to 999 Forever, and it's not just it's I don't want to just give it to him because of that quadra kill at the end, because I guess this is tough because I don't actually think 999 Forever was super impactful till the very end. I mean, he was and he wasn't. So I'm still gonna give it to him. That quadra kill was insane. I'm sure he did the most damage in the game. I'll give it to him. Who do you guys think?
I will give it to Nunu because of the Nunu ganks early as well. That really helped the early game tempo not spiral out of control completely because it was going really bad. If we think about it, because Kassadin solo killing a Pantheon pre-6 when it's a very easy Pantheon matchup is kind of a really bad sign. But credit to Nunu for helping keep that lane afloat as well. Because if there probably wasn't any jungle pressure, I really think Kassadin could have just walked all over that lane. Even though he did mess up, and eventually Pantheon was able to get some kills, eventually solo killing him. It took Pantheon a long time to do that.
Yeah, for sure. It was really just a draft difference. I mean, I think that GCA also outplayed them micro-wise in a lot of different areas, but mostly what I'm looking at is the draft difference and the macro difference. And I would agree, Toasty Boy would be my second Pog, I think. Who do you think, Scaling?
I think I have to give it to Forever just for the delaying of the Zac early game.
It's true.
Like, that allowed, one of the things that allowed Toasty to go over so many ganks, because Zac was so far behind.
Yeah, I suppose. I am gonna go to the potty room, so you guys take over draft. I will be back. You can send it to draft whenever you're ready, Jazz.
Okay. So, Scalene,
Yeah.
seeing how that game played out, what do you want to see here from TKK to really reset mentally?
I think they need a winning lanes and not like a super farming oriented jungler. Because they were winning the individual lanes, but because they didn't have pressure, like mid could never push and roam anywhere, jungle was always behind. So even if mid is winning the 1v1, you can't apply that pressure anywhere.
I agree. I really liked how the team comps worked out. I really enjoyed that even though the only winning lane technically was bot, even though bot lane really didn't get ahead per se, until the failed gank by Nunu, and even then the Caitlyn wasn't really able to capitalize on that. I do like the idea there. I just think if they draft a different jungler, I think
Yeah.
they win.
Especially with Caitlyn Morgana, you need a jungler that can sit bot lane and stop the Nunu from ganking. Because if Caitlyn Morg can just push into tower, Bastion Fellows can't do anything. But
Okay.
the wave was normally pushed into Kate Morg in that game because Nunu always had pressure.
All right, so we're immediately going into the ban phase here. GCA does ban the Misfortune first ban.
Yeah, one of the strongest AD carries right now, especially paired with a Mumu.
Curse of the Sad Bullet Time, even though it's been a disappointment at Worlds so far. Now, if you're TKK, they go with the Kane ban. Interesting. Instant response evolution as well. So it looks like they're just pinching the ADC pool here.
Yeah, I think TKK should ban Nunu as well. Because from what I've seen, Toasty Boy falls back onto Nunu after a Kane ban. So I don't know what he plays third if Nunu is banned as well.
It's going to be really interesting to see what he does pull out if the Nunu is banned. But it's all up to TKK's strategy here. They are going to ban Spanaway's Leona. I feel like that's a guarantee as well. But what is your next ban here? What team comp are you thinking of? What do you want to see them draft, Scaling, is what I'm asking.
Oh, I mean, I think they should just ban Nunu here.
So it's a Thresh ban and a Set ban from GCA.
It didn't look like the Thresh didn't get to do very much last game,
And
so I don't know why they ban it. Yeah, Nunu
I
first
think
pick
that's an
coming out.
instant lock, yeah. GCA insta locks the Nunu
It definitely
again.
should have been banned.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, what is the response to Nunu here?
Now, I'm glad none of you saw that I'm actually wearing basketball shorts with my suit. I'm glad none of you saw that as I was getting in and out.
Volley Bear. Okay. So we got a flex pick Volley Bear. It can go either top or jungle. Most likely jungle. Interesting. So we're going to go for a duelist early game jungler versus Nunu. Now, what do you build with the Volley Bear?
Probably
I guess. Oh, I meant like the team wise.
Oh. I don't like the Braum blind pick. I think
I
they should have
don't
taken
like
the
that
AD carry
either.
there.
You're really forcing the Braum here into this comp in a Blitzcrank lock-in response with Ezreal.
Alright, well, that's not very good either. Because Ezreal doesn't really have the damage to kill someone that gets hooked in.
Yeah, that's weird. You picked a scaling 80 carry with a early game support, pick support. And now, well, you also pick Ezreal into Braum, who has the Unbreakable, and is able to negate a portion of his damage as well. Let's see what TKK here picks. The Tristana.
Okay, that can buff for the Blitz hook.
Do you think that could be a flex pick? Because I'm almost positive their mid laner plays Tristana.
I don't think it's a flex pick here. I think it is an
but
actual...
I think it's going bot.
I think it's a Braum Tristana bot lane, which is really strong. And it basically means if they mess up the engaged bot lane and Ezreal is not able to get past that Braum Unbreakable, he just eats the Braum Q, and Tristana jumps on him with the E passive and Q faster attack speed, and it really is trouble.
Yeah,
it looks like they counterpicked themselves, but...
Yeah.
Okay, so bans coming in are Mordekaiser for TKK and Shen for GCA. And then Pantheon ban as well. They don't want to deal with that.
Huh.
So what is the pick here for mid-top? What rounds out this comp for you in your eyes, Scaling and Mikey?
Well...
GCA definitely needs more damage.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was going to make the same sentiment. GCA has engaged. They have ways to start fight. They don't really have damage. And Ezreal doesn't start doing damage till arguably 20 minutes into the game. I mean, he does and he doesn't. It depends on what he hits. But
like, I think a Zoe would be pretty decent for them. I mean, it's still not great into Braum, but it would set up a poke comp and picks with Nunu, Blitzcrank,
Syndra blind mid.
I don't know about the blind Syndra, but
Interesting. So this is a confidence pick here from TKK.
Well, if you're confident, you're confident. If you know what you're good at.
So Germs, I know my mid laner's happy watching this game, seeing the Syndra pick.
Yeah,
There's the
Galio's good into Syndra, but it still leaves him a little lacking on damage.
Yeah, it's all utility and CC fight, but there is not much here for damage.
They plan to fat boy him up and down, just do little bits of damage and not let them move.
So what is the top lane pick here? Because you
probably
need
need
damage.
a bruiser. Yeah, okay,
it's gonna be Camille. Okay, so they are gonna go for the confirmed Camille Galio setup, but now if Camille gets behind, then this setup really doesn't work because now all you depend on is Ezreal.
Yeah, for sure.
So if Vacant camps top and Forever messes up and plays poorly, then this is a really bad
top
draft.
also gets the counter pick here.
This is also a counter pick as well. And the Irelia. Okay. This is going to be a game. Is that a lock-in? Are we going to get that? Yes. Okay. We got an interesting one on us. This is a nice game, too. Who do you think won draft here?
I think TKK wins just because GCA doesn't have enough damage to do anything.
Oh, yeah. I completely agree.
There's no way to kill Aurelia if Camille gets behind.
This TKK draft is really good. I guess the Braum blind worked out and the Syndra blind kind of worked out.
Yeah, I mean, this is an interesting draft. I still think Irelia is super broken, so I'm not opposed to the pick. Actually, I kind of think TKK won this draft, but I still am questioning because Toasty Boy we saw is so good on Nunu. That might just make up the difference. But and I'm sure 999 will just demolish on this Camille. This will be interesting. I think TKK won the draft. I'm not saying they'll win the game, but I think they won the draft.
Yeah, Braum actually got a lot more value than it should after blind picking
it. Did. So you pick the Galio into the Syndra here when I don't know, I feel like there are better champs that you can pick into Syndra that deal more damage.
I mean, Galio's a good pick into Syndra. Should be able to roam with Predator. I think they look to just camp Camille.
Yeah, you would think.
I see that as a win condition, yeah, but if it doesn't work out, then it really puts this comp behind. Because this comp is dependent on Camille early game, really.
I mean, if Aurelia gets ahead at all and gets Gore Drinker, she just becomes unkillable.
She does. There's not enough burst on this team until 6 items, maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
I wouldn't say 6. I would say more like 4 items, but getting that realistically
doesn't do damage until Muramana completion, so
yeah, so that's 22 minutes into the game. Ezreal's not online. I mean, Divine Sonar or Mirror Mana is a huge spike, but the fact that you have to reach that point even for you to start becoming the true damage carry on your team.
The Trinity Force build has been becoming more common. I think you might go with this game. There's not much health to punch through with Sunder.
We could see that, yeah. I would actually not be opposed to that. I feel like that would actually be a nice change of pace.
I don't actually know which one does more damage, though. I haven't done the math.
Between what 2 items? Sorry.
Trinity Force and Divine.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it depends on how tanky the other team is. If the other team's really tanky, Divine does way more. If they're not, Trinity Force does more because Divine is % health basis, right?
Yeah, it looks like Trinity is better this game.
This is I think that is. So what is the Galio mythic though? Everfrost?
I think it's Everfrost.
It's Everfrost?
Well, it can be Everfrost. I've seen a couple different things.
I don't think there's anything else.
Have you haven't seen the Protobell on him yet? I've seen that a couple times.
I've seen that.
Feels like Everfrost is probably just better.
Oh yeah, I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah, Protobell isn't terrible, but
yeah, for sure that I would go the Everfrost if I were him. But
Can you use Protobelt while you're charging W?
No,
I don't think so. I think they took that away.
no. You can't use any dashes while using W. They nerfed that. Super hard. That was a really big Galio nerf.
Yeah. I was about to say, but yet Galio's still being played. That just shows you how broken he used to be. He used to be so broken. That was
I
ridiculous.
mean, he's still being played because he only works in certain comps now. Before he was pick ban. Remember
That was some AP
release?
ratios though.
Yeah, remember
Yeah,
release Galio with Ludens just one-shotting people mid-game? That was
His,
not fun.
His Q had like a higher than 100% AP ratio.
It had like 150, like on release. Like, how is that fair?
I'd much rather have players picked situationally than just picker ban. Picker ban players just make the game not fun. Just straight up. I don't know. Especially in like higher elos. Like Scaling can probably attest to this. When you have to waste like 3 of your 5 bans of the team on OP picks right away.
Oh no, yeah, like Vex is banned every game.
Yeah, and it's just unfortunate when it's just you just don't have a ban anymore. You just have to take that out of your repertoire.
I mean, in solo queue, most people just ban what they don't like. Like I just permaban Graves every game.
Oh yeah, I
That's fair.
permaban
That's
Fiora.
That's fair.
I don't want that champion in my game. Even though I'm not top lane, I just know my top laner will lose to Fiora.
See,
Actually,
I ban Irelia. I just can't stand that champ.
I had a very interesting. This is off topic. I'm very sorry. I had a very interesting game today where I had a Malzahar top lane go against the Fiora, and my Malzahar top solo killed her twice.
Yeah, that should not happen.
That should not happen at all.
That should not. Oh, funny.
I agree. Kane getting vision in the wall is kind of broken. I feel like Kane's E is the most broken part about his kit because it really helps his early clear because he just gets 110 HP for free by just walking into the wall real quick while doing red buff or raptors, and then he smites it and he's full HP. It's kind of insane.
It's not the best. Really quick, I am going to go over the rest of the games for this week. So we have the next game on the schedule is New York Mutants versus the Wardens of the North. That will be happening tomorrow, as well as Revolution versus the Gulf Coast Corsairs. I don't know why I get
Are those happening at the same time?
They are. So with casting, what we're going to do is we prioritize games that were scheduled at that time. So if you're a rescheduled game, you will probably not get casted if you're rescheduled over a game that had a set time. If that makes sense.
That sucks.
Yeah, well, rescheduling is good. We want you guys to use your reschedules, but you will not get priority as far as producing or streaming games goes for obvious reasons. But the game of the week, so my personal game of the week and a couple others is PPP versus LLW, which will be happening week 1. That is our number 1 and number 2 ranked team in the league going up against each other right away. So there's the game of the week for you, as well as all the other matchups.
I believe it's happening on Tuesday.
It's happening next Tuesday, because of scheduling issues.
Yeah,
we should be able to
I'm in college, and my ADC and LLW's jungler are coming to visit me, so they won't be able to play.
Well, that's all fine, because if it's happening on Tuesday, we should be able to stream it and produce it and do all that stuff. So that's good.
Oh, yeah. No problem. And then we can do the podcast the next day. By the way, podcast on the Honey Fruit podcast next week, Wednesday. Time to be determined. Still have to make the graphic. Gonna update the schedule tonight on the stat sheet. Gonna update the sheet tonight fully. Don't know exactly what's gonna happen with GCA's team lineup because it's still fluid. But I will post all their op.ggs and ranks. So sorry about that. I have just been busy in life. My school is ending. I have taken 2 8-week classes, and they're ending at the same time. So
I was about to say, aren't you guys happy you're in ELU? What other semi-pro, not even semi-pro, what other amateur league has a podcast, a bunch of articles? We do stats. We produce your games. We do everything.
A lot of them.
I'm just saying. Okay, well, that's fair. I only know of a few that do like podcast articles and streaming. Actually,
I could
I
get my
used to
game
do that.
streamed for CSL.
you know
but
what?
they don't do like podcasts or articles for that.
All right, so ELU's the best, is what I'm hearing. What I'm
I
hearing
agree.
is you guys are all lucky.
I think the
personalities in the
Riot-sponsored
server.
league might do that.
What I'm saying is ELU's the best. You guys are supposed to back me up.
I think no, I think it's because we have personality in the server with Mr. Mikey here, and then
thank
we
you.
have a lot of characters here that
I like the characters.
enjoy bantering.
I like the
So-
banter. I like the banter. I mean,
I do
I
too.
never condone like actual trash talk where people are actually trying to hurt others' feelings. But I very much condone lighthearted banter and lighthearted trash talk.
Of course.
So,
By the way, next week podcast special guest would probably be Stormblade. Something to look forward to.
oh yeah,
Since he released
Stormblade.
his power rankings, we're going to talk about that, how he feels about that, even though he's discussed himself.
Mine were better, by the way. I don't know if
yeah.
anybody saw mine that I released.
Okay,
Okay.
we're just going to lie to ourselves here.
We're in a fairy tale. We do see standard starts coming through though for each teams. Sorry, I got away from the game here, even though nothing's happening. But
Okay.
So here's a question for you both. Why haven't they thought about banning Nunu either game?
We were talking about that in draft. That they
Oh,
We
should
were
have
talking
banned
about
Nunu.
that. They should have
Oh.
insta-banned Nunu.
Yeah, because that's his main champ, right? And it's his
No,
obviously
Kane is his main
best.
champion, and he defaults to
Oh.
Nunu second. So I was wondering when he's going to play third if they ban Nunu, but they ended up banning Thresh.
Interesting. Okay. That Thresh wasn't an issue though. I mean, it was later on, but not in lane, obviously. I don't know. I guess it is what it is. We do see Spanaway is actually not taking the best trades here.
Yeah, it looks like he started D-Shield instead of D-Ring, so he only gets 1 pot instead of 2. He does get the added sustainability from D-Shield though.
Yeah, I don't mind the
I
pick
think Ring
because you're
is
getting
better.
yeah, maybe, but you are getting poked by Syndra quite a bit, and the Dorn Shield obviously helps with that. But yeah, that's fair. I mean, either way.
Because he has Resolve, so he should be taking Second Wind, and then Doran's Ring has a passive where if you're at full mana and you kill a minion, it restores health
what-
instead.
This is Toasty Boy's go-to level 2 gank. He is actually going to hit the snowball onto Braum. Braum will get pulled. I don't think there's any way
Nice.
Braum gets out of this. Braum actually does jump to the teammate, and it doesn't matter. That will be first blood coming through for Toasty Boy, and the jump does come through for Tristana. Nice first blood coming through for GCA, and now we're actually going to see some fighting mid lane, and that is an unfortunate trade here for Germsane, but I think they are both even on health, so they will just back off. What do you guys think about that first gank? That's pretty good.
I think that was picture perfect. The Yeti knock up into an instant guaranteed blitz hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
you
little
burn-
unfortunate that Nunu gets the kill, but
So it's all right. It's early game, there's more kills to be had. I do like the counter jungle they're doing here, though. They
Yeah.
know he's there, well, but they're
Oh, Toasty Boy's coming with a snowball.
just where he's coming.
Oh no, Toasty Boy's going for the scuttle rather.
So do they not see him on the ward?
I don't know. Maybe they just don't. Yeah, if they knew he was there, that's an easy collapse, and the pole does come through, and the Tristana jump does counter it. So very nice. It looks like
get a fight on the top
Volibear
crab, yeah.
Volibear is up at the top crab trying to like what
Nunu
Skipper
should
said.
get that, yeah.
Nunu gets
Nunu-
that, and
Nunu
now
gets
this is
it.
a collapse.
Oh,
Is it-
Vacant Tech could take this fight. Let's get back up top. There we
Oh,
go.
Camille
Snowball missed, so he
just
should be able to
doesn't-
walk out.
So
Camille
everyone's
doesn't
just, everyone's just gonna walk out here.
No, he did E. It wasn't. He missed it because the snowball didn't hit.
No, I think he just held it and then just jumped off. The timer ran out, which is what I think happened.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, Camille should be able to crash that wave and then recall.
In your guys' opinion, who wins this top lane matchup? Like just in
Irelia.
general. Irelia?
Irelia, after a couple items, yeah. Irelia. Unless Camille's able to get the Trinity early, or they take really bad trades like
Yeah,
that.
Camille has ignite and had
Oh,
better
yeah.
wave state there, so.
Yeah,
Should
wait.
just be
Camille
Irelia
did
does not get
ignite.
this
Oh no,
wave.
Heals
Heals just loses this. I guess nice flash. But I don't think it matters. Maybe it does.
He just flashes for the
Oh,
wave, I guess.
spin away with the solo kill with the Yeti gank
Yeah,
mid.
we missed it mid, but yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Syndra
very.
didn't flash either.
Syndra has flash still. That's really unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
Director Cam, sorry, just unfortunately stuck top lane because they much rather care about this lane than
Hey,
mid
you know
lane.
what? Top lane is the lane, okay?
Top lane is the hardest lane to play. True. Thank you, Director
Yeah,
Cam.
Tyler won and everyone else confirmed it.
I mean, okay, I had this debate earlier with a bunch of other people that try to say like other lanes are harder. I think top lane is legitimately the hardest lane.
I don't disagree. I just think it depends on the game state. Like,
I think top lane ADC and then jungle are the hardest, and then support and mid are the easiest.
oh, how dare you say that to Scalene? Also, I'm a support main actually, so
It's
I
no
should also
BM
be
at
taking-
all against Scalene. He is a
No, I
really
think
good
support's
support player.
definitely easier than
I think
other roles.
support is one of the easiest roles in the game, and is really easy to get good at, and it really can carry games.
If I can get to Diamond 2 as a support main, then yeah, it must be pretty easy because I literally don't have hands. So, but
It's
no,
all about just being it's just knowledge of the game for support. You don't even need mechanics.
yeah, it is a lot of knowledge, which
And
is
it's a lot easier to learn the game than to grow mechanics.
But that's why I like support as a lane. I'd rather win based on knowledge because I really despise these like, oh, we are actually going to see a fight
Syndra?
through mid, and we actually do see a solo kill coming through for Germ San. That is huge.
Let's go.
Wow. And now she's going to get a push a wave into tower,
Oh.
and Nunu's not going to stop it. Nunu's going straight to the red buff, and we
Oh.
are actually going to see Dragon started up.
Yeah,
We
looks
are
like
gonna see
Galio
that.
didn't recall after killing Syndra earlier.
Yeah.
He did it. And
Dragon
I
was
saw
not
something interesting. He bought the Hex Tech, then sold it back and bought Merc Treads.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
That's kind of troll. Not gonna lie. Unless he undid it in base, right?
No,
He
yeah,
undid it in base.
Yeah, yeah.
He undid it
okay.
in base. But
Oh, okay,
'cause he
okay.
was still dead, of course.
Okay,
but-
I'm sorry.
It's really interesting why you would even
I think
buy
it's fine.
We are going to see an engage.
doesn't-
I will
Oh,
cut
Galio
you off
doesn't need
here
to kill
because
Syndra.
multiple engage here.
we might actually see a kill. We will not see a
Oh,
kill. Forever does
Forever?
get out. And that is actually... that's a good disengage from Forever. He is playing Camille, so that is a fairly easy disengage. And
If Fields held
Dragon
his
is gonna
flash,
start
that
it.
is a kill.
Yeah, possibly. This is going to just be a free Dragon for GCA.
Yeah, unfortunately
Again.
another mountain first dragon.
Yeah, unfortunate. Yeah.
And then Ocean next,
Yeah,
so it's
Ocean, okay.
Inferno or Cloud.
Yeah,
I
you really
think-
don't want to see the early mountains.
I think Cloud here is really good for GCA. I think Cloud here is also decent for TKK for the Soul. I don't know if it's really better on TKK than it is GCA because you have the Camille ulti and you have the Galio ulti. That is your main form of engage on this comp. Nice jump at the Tristan. Sorry, we were just distracted.
Nice engage by just a little bit of damage there. I like the little mini trades that go on top lane. It doesn't always mean a ton, especially if they are building lifesteal. But
I mean, yeah, Aurelia should promo win now that she has Vamp Scepter.
yeah,
True.
you would think-
And
you
she
would
is 20 CS up.
think. And correct me if I'm wrong, fellas. That she first builds Bork, right? Or is that not?
Sometimes.
Is that not a
Sometimes.
thing anymore?
I
Oh.
think it depends on what mythic, because sometimes Aurelia builds shield bow. Looks like Bork this game now.
It looks like Bork into Shield Bow. I think it's Bork to Shield Bow, or it's.
Could be
I
Bork
don't think
to
it's
Divine
Bork.
Thunder.
Could be Divine, actually. They are
Yeah, who
tanky enough for it. You got
Yeah.
a Blitz that's going to be building health. Galio will have extra health. Nunu will have extra health, and so will Camille.
And
Yeah.
Goredrinker could be good just for the 4 melee.
Gordrinker
Yeah,
is also really good here, especially now that they are about to change it next patch.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Oh, we are
Yeah, it's
actually
losing the spite passive.
we are going to see the poll go
Oh,
through.
here we go.
Brom-
This is exactly
Brom
what I
is
was
going to
talking
ult
about.
right now, and we are going to see the double jump, and that is going to be a kill coming through, and we are actually going
Oh.
to see an engage top, and we're going to see a kill coming through for the Irelia. We will have to see. Of course, Peels goes down here, but I want to see bot lane. If bot lane, does Peels go down? Peels does go down.
Yeah, I think if Nunu wasn't there, Aurelia wins that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So exactly what I said happened. You hook the Braum there while you in your head that's a good idea.
It's
It just
not,
ends up horribly because the Braum is now in ult range of Ezreal. And sure, you can take the brunt of the ult and you take the 1.5 second knockup. But Ez is also knocked up for 0.75 and has to burn everything just to escape a Tristana jumping on him.
Yeah, I am impressed with TKK. I know it's only a mini comeback. They were only down by a little bit. I still think it's still a nice comeback nonetheless. They're really playing their lanes well. I think they should contest the next dragon. They don't want to fall behind in dragons like they did last game, but that's just me. We'll have to
I
see
think-
Yeah, they
where.
should be stronger by the point of the next dragon.
I think the
Yeah.
reactive gameplay there was really good from them, especially the proactiveness of top getting that solo kill and burning the Galio. Yes, you do die for it, unfortunately, but that is a huge cooldown. I think that's 180 seconds.
Toasty Boy is going to dive tower. That is interesting. He's just going to take a lot of damage from tower, and Ezreal all comes in.
What
So,
the?
oh, they are just going to lay down.
They're
This
heralding
is-
on a full HP turret.
Yeah, this is questionable, and Volibear's up there. This is very questionable to say the least. But they are going to get some gold. They are going to get some gold regardless. So, not
I don't even think they get 3 plates there. No, they don't.
no, just two.
Just 2. It's super low, but
What was the Herald about to go down, or was I don't know. Who knows? Either way,
it had to be the Herald was about to go down there.
it's 2 plates. I mean, hey, some
Oh.
some hair. Hey, that was a really close.
Oh, that Tristana clenched.
But she can jump out of it, right? So it's
She can't jump out of it. Her jump has higher priority than Blitzcrank Cuck.
which is kind of silly, but and then again, it's not silly. I don't know. My opinion changes depending on what champ I'm playing, but regardless,
It's buffered though. It has to be perfectly buffered, which Tristana has been doing. I think only a certain few will still unbuffer it and have higher priority. Like Threshook has higher priority because of the pull.
yeah. Oh, I will point out something that Thigh just said in chat. This is a gold 2 player beating a diamond 2 player in top lane. That is impressive, although obviously I think Irelia is supposed to win.
Yeah,
this
top lane
matchup.
is the most matchup dependent lane, so it's pretty just
Yeah.
unplayable for
Yeah.
Camille at all points in the game.
And fair enough. Obviously, Irelia should win this matchup. Still got to give some props over there to Peels though.
True. I agree with what Switchfoot said. You know, Peels may just know the specific matchup very well and just know exactly what to do.
Yeah.
It also looks like neither top laner was managing their waves early game. Like, I think Camille can actually do something if you can freeze outside your turret and deny Aurelia some XP. Then you can actually fight with like a
Oh,
one.
we are
Oh,
going to
this is
actually
a
see a
nice-
fight here, and we actually are going to see the Galio ult come through, but the kill will come down first and foremost. Vacant Tech does get it. We are going to see the Braum Shield come through, and Leona.
Tristana?
Tristana just jumps in. That was probably a poor decision by Tristana, as now she is getting. She's getting killed by the Nunu as she did get Camille ulted, and Hopeless is sure to follow. This is a hopeless endeavor
Peels?
of running away. No, Hopeless does get away because he does have the flash. They are going to have to give up this dragon. I don't see any way they can contest this. 1-for-1 team fight, but Dragon does go to the side of GCA.
That was really good, and then they completely overstayed their lead, pushed the advantage too far. Camille didn't even have to waste TP to get there because she didn't even have it. So a smart play there by Forever to get there, and Peels does have to waste the teleport.
Yeah, and that jump by Frasalta was a little sus, if you ask me. He jumped
Yeah,
into an engaged team, like just straight. I don't know, but
Yeah,
It is
again,
what
it
it
is
is.
unfortunate that Nunu gets the kill though. I think they could have given it to Ezreal.
yeah, probably.
Ezreal does need these kills to help start killing faster, because if not, then he is going to get behind quickly.
The way Syndra's poking down this Galio, I almost want to see her build a Leandre's, but I know she won't. She's
Nobody
just-
builds that item, unfortunately.
I know, but she's just poking down this Galio like little by
So
little.
it's the interesting streak here. So it is Cloud Soul.
Again,
really
wait,
good.
isn't this the exact same
Yeah.
order as last game
Yeah.
of all the
Yeah,
Drake?
it's
Of
It
all
looks
the-
like it's
exact
also
same.
Protobelt Galio. 'cause
It
of the
is
alternator.
Hey, what did we tell you? Some trolls
Hey.
like to build that stuff.
I wouldn't call him a troll, but
No, I know. I'm just being
Thank
friendly
you,
banter.
Miss Observer, for that. So we can see the gold lead. It really is top lane and jungle. There's some mid lane due to the extra kill there, but it's not much mid lane. It's 200. It's another.
I was gonna say this is the same as last game. The gold is even basically. I mean, one team is eventually gonna pull ahead, but this is just methodical gameplay coming in from both sides. GCA is winning because of the Drake control. But
Yeah, the goal is just spread out differently.
yeah,
Although I think Aurelia could extend the goal lead if she froze.
I think she could too, and this is really big CS difference now. It is Irelia, of course. Irelia is a free Q reset for minions, basically.
Yeah.
But it's still impressive. It's this big. I
Yeah.
expect it to be like 20, and it's double that.
She should just freeze wave outside her turret, and then Camille can't play the game.
missed the cannon there. Oh, how dare he! On live TV.
Emote sad.
We're in front of the whole world, and you missed a cannon. No, I'm kidding.
The directed camera really didn't want to make him feel good today. Really interesting to pick up this Herald 15 minutes in. I mean, tower plating's gone.
By the way, I've never missed a cannon or a minion in my life. I've never missed one minion.
Okay,
Just
Mr.
saying.
Support player.
Because you're a support. Don't say it like that. That's I mean, it's true.
But you are. What?
Yeah, I know. I'm making fun of myself. I miss minions so much. But
getting flamed here. Well, so I don't see the value here of picking up this rift. I think if anything, you don't kill the rift and you rush down potentially like Baron.
There wasn't much else for Nunu to do.
I will cut you off quick because this will. I don't see Syndra getting out of this at all. She actually fails the flash.
This should be mid turret then as well.
That will be mid turret, and we do have the Herald to boot. So
as soon as I say something about it.
Yeah. Hey, you jinxed it. It's the nitro. It's the nitro curse. Is what I'm calling it.
I didn't see the value of it. I guess if Germstein is going to play up that far, unfortunately, it does fail flash. But I wouldn't play that ahead as a Syndra into a Galio Nunu when you know that Nunu likes to play.
Yeah. Oh, and the Blitzcrank hook just misses by a millimeter, and not like it would have done anything anyway because. Well, actually, Galio was in alt range. I will say Galio was in alt range, but regardless, everyone backs off.
It has all sums. They both have jumps.
Yeah, fair enough. So probably nothing would have happened anyway. But I like to get hype up. I like to hype up the potential plays anyway.
I don't know. Blitzcrank was a pretty bad pick into Braum Tristana.
Yeah,
because it's just certain death if you hook Braum.
But here's the thing.
Stormblade is having a nice tangent in the chat about he's doing the math on Syndra and basically how Leandri's is like really bad unless they only stack MR and health.
Well, that's kind of dubious because we know that Stormblade can't do math as it is. So I don't know about that.
So something that we wanted to see was Trinity Force for Ezreal, but we get Divine Sunderer.
Stormblade cries in chat. Yeah, that we do get the Divine Sunder.
This is a really bad spot to be in if you're TKK here, unless you get a control one side solely, because if you're going to engage on the Ezreal or Galio solely, then you have to.
Oh, this is not great positioning by Peels. Okay, Peels does get out before he gets poked beyond belief, and the Blitzcrank hook.
I don't think they should contest the Cloud Dragon. Red team should always win.
Okay, fair enough. Toasty
Nunu
Boy
is like not there. This is a 5v4.
We are going to see the fight go through, and we actually are going to see Nunu. Nunu is going to die right away. Yes, Nunu is going to die to the Ignite of the Braum. However, Peels dies on the other side, so it is a trade, and Volibear is going in. Volibear, without any fear, does land his abilities, but he still dies, and we are going to see Camille doesn't even go down. Camille was the lowest one, and they are going to clean up the fight. That is an ace. No, it is not an ace. I take that back. No, wait.
It's an ace, I believe.
No, it's not an ace. By the way, in Pro they call it a Bud Light ace. What are we going to call it in ELU?
Well, they call it Bud Light Ace because they're sponsored by Bud Light.
The Modelo
what are we
Ace.
sponsored by? The Moon? Right?
The Modelo Ace.
The Modelo. What if Modelo just finds us for that? So GCA does win yet another team fight.
Yeah, I don't think they should have been able to win that fight.
No,
Aurelia
I think that was just play of ultimates. And
died
Aurelia's
by her own. And she's the entirety of the team's damage, like in the team fights.
No,
carry the
Aurelia's positioning that whole team fight was, like I said, very sus. But
you got the instant pick on the Nunu. They did the right play, even though Volibear did ult. I don't know why Volibear ulted. You had basically a confirmed kill, and even then the damage still missed because he was pushed back. by Tristana are, so that's a misplay right there in team communication wise. But I don't know, if you have Volibear ult there, maybe the team fight does go a little bit different, because that's like 360 damage in the pretty big middle.
Yeah,
That-
Volibear kind of just died after like just walking into the red team or the blue team.
Honestly, TKK is playing these games well. They're just like it's the little things that keep adding up, in my opinion. And some of the big.
They're
but-
smart on where to be on the map. It's just that they make 1 to 2 mistakes each fight that lose them the fight, per se.
Yeah. I don't know. And Peels really should be pushing his advantage way more this whole game. Look at how much farm and just gold in general. Almost up by 1k gold over... I guess it is hard to lock down a Camille and kill Camille, but...
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, for a team that is just now, I believe, playing their first unified game together, other than like Clash, I don't think they got any scrims. They look really good.
No, they do. I'm excited to see what TKK evolves into later on in the season, but we know GCA as one of the best teams in ELU, and we are going to see a fight coming through mid, so we actually are going to see the snowball miss, but Braum is still in trouble. Braum will use the drum, the shield, and the ult, but still gets pulled in, so that will be a for sure kill coming in from Monkey Beast. Monkey Beast is really doing work here on this blitz. I really like that pick. I mean, it was a free pick, right? There's really no way to mess that up with how much CC you have on the GCA side.
I agree, but I don't like the pick anyway. I think it's...
Aurelia
I
wins
guess-
this.
I guess I'll cut you off again.
Aurelia?
Well, now she doesn't probably, because now she's getting TP'd on. So
Oh, that
Aurelia
is
will go down for sure, as it is now a 4v1. But yeah, Scaling was right. Aurelia would have won that.
They should be able to trade mid turret.
You would think so, but they will take
So you
top
have
turret. They will
17.
take top
So what they
turret.
buy? Now they undid it. So do they buy? Did they buy tabbies? Really?
Yeah, that is interesting.
With
okay,
all
we
the
are going to see-
CC in this
does
game?
feel that. I will say it's unfortunate that Irelia won lane, but is behind on items. That is very unfortunate. Probably due to the 8 assists and a lot of other objective gold, but
Oh, yeah,
regardless,
objective
we are
bounties
going
are
to see the
coming soon.
we are going to see the Gore Drinker coming through from Irelia whenever she eventually finishes that. So Scaling was right.
Tristana needs to reset here. She has 2,000 gold.
You think so? Oh,
This is really interesting that they're going to go in on this.
this is getting pretty solo queue pretty fast, but it might work. We will have
Syndra
to
has
see.
TP.
We will have to see how this
Ninja
fight
does
turns
have
out. We
TP.
do
That is a
see
dead Nunu.
that Nunu should be dead, so that will be a very good pick coming through from the side of TKK. Well done. They need to get more picks like this. Vacant Tech should not be
Vacant?
chased into this Ezreal. That is a very poor decision, but he does back off eventually. So
I don't think they can Baron anymore
Oh.
now.
Vacant's
No.
dead. Vacant dies to the Baron.
No, the
because
Ezreal ult hits him and then kills the Baron as well.
Yeah, the Ezreal ult hit the Baron as well. That is a very good kill coming through from the side of GCA, and we are going to see a lot of kills come through. Hopeless
Oh.
does get out with the flash, but we do see the kill coming through anyway. No, we do not, but Germsand does get the kill, and we do see the jump away from the Tristana. Hopeless does get out with a sliver of health. Hopeless got really lucky there, and actually a fairly even fight, a 2-for-2 coming in for both sides. Wow.
Wow. Sam Adams ace. I like that.
Sam Adams ace.
Sam Adams ace sounds really good as well.
We'll probably get sued.
That was really interesting. They got the free pick on Nunu, but Volibear just walked into the Ezreal that is online now at this point. He should know that it's online. And yes, you do kill the Ezreal, and you do trade that, but now Dragon's up, and Syndra still hasn't reset. She's half HP. She doesn't even have ultimate yet. This is a crucial soul fight.
Yeah, this is a very crucial soul fight. This might determine the game, this fight right here, because if it's an ace and a soul, GCA just wins instantly.
They're
But
going to start this.
They're
It's
going to start off
2K.
the drag,
Nunu's
and
not going to contest.
They are going to get it. There's going to be no contest. There's not even going to be a fight. Good.
Camille's looking
Good
for a flank
zone.
here.
Yeah, they are looking for a flank because Camille 999 Forever is behind him.
Okay.
Toasty is going to miss the snowball, but they are going to get the Braum. They are going to get the Syndra. Possibly. We will see. Neither of them are dead yet, but yes, they do get both of them. And they do. The Tristana's doing so much damage on the backside, but Tristana needs to get out of there, needs to jump away. We do see the Camille all coming through to pick up a kill onto the Volibear. They might just try to go for Baron right now or try to push for towers. They could do either. I mean, the world's their oyster at this. The Rift is their oyster at this point.
That was really smart flank by Camille to force that. You know Syndra isn't able to reset yet, and the Nunu Snowball can't be slowed by the Braum. You have to disable him at any way possible. But it looks like they're only going to get mid tower, because now if you go for the Baron, this is a potential bad Baron call.
Yeah.
If you do want to go for it, I think they just clear vision.
Yeah, they're just clearing. They're clearing jungle, clearing vision. Still a really good team fight win. They might get top tower, probably not, honestly. But, yeah, I don't know. I will say TKK got kind of lucky there. They lost a huge team fight and really didn't lose anything except for jungle camps. So
they lost mid tier 2, which was already going to die, and they basically get out scot free.
Yeah.
So it is Ludens for the Syndra.
Yep, I figured. But Syndra needs to think about some defensive items. It does look like the zone.
I think Syndra. I agree with Stormblade. I think Syndra here needs like a void staff.
That's fair. It looks like she's going for the Zonias. I don't mind the defensive item either, though. But
yeah, Ezreal went like the tank build here. Like he does not.
He's gonna go Frozen Heart.
Okay, fair enough.
I think with Triforce he could 1v1 the Tristana, but not with Sunderer.
No, Tristana does win that, and there looks like they're gonna get another pick here in the top lane.
They're going to try. I don't think they're gonna get it.
Yeah, they respond correctly to the play and get out. It's a 1-4 with Baron being threatened.
This is unfortunate for Peels to have one lane so hard but not have your mythic yet. It really is unfortunate, but that's the way the cookie crumbles when you go for Bork first item, I suppose.
They are going to just clear vision around. I guess it's a bait just to see who will pull the trigger first. They are on a ward. I see that.
Yeah, they should just be sweeping for Baron and trying to do it.
They're just going to sweep around for vision here. Camille gets bought, but it's not much.
This tank build on Ezreal. Oh, jeez, I have something in my throat. Okay, we are going to see Baron start up now that my throat is all fine. Okay, that is definitely going to be a kill. Very good pull coming in from the Braum. That ward over the Baron turned out to be crucial, and they are going to get a free Baron out of it. Toasty Boy does secure it. 1 kill, 1 Baron, and GCA is looking primed to try and close out this game if they can.
Yeah, really a finally finished mythic.
I think it's too little, too late.
I don't know what
this
this other Vamp Scepter is for.
I don't like a post 20-minute mythic. Like post 20-minute mythic just feels bad in my opinion. What is it? 29 minutes now?
It's about to be 29.
Yeah.
So what is the Vamp Scepter for? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably the
seems like you just want to go Sterix or tank item here.
She's gonna go the Ravenous Hydra, I think, but I don't know if it's the best decision necessarily. Probably Sterix, and yeah, like you said, Sterix. But it will probably be the Ravenous Hydra. So
I believe it's a Ravenous Hydra as well.
But the dragon fight is quickly approaching us, so
it's really sad. The Aurelia was so ahead in gold, but now it's behind. And Braum is out of position again. We'll have to waste the flash. Thankfully, Camille doesn't have time to ult, or else that is a dead Braum.
Okay, Camille had a stopwatch for this fight too.
Yeah, I don't see that. I think they concede. They concede the dragon if they know what's good for them. It's a Cloud Soul. It's not going to mean the world.
We still haven't
should start walking top here.
We still haven't seen the patent engage from this comp either.
No, we really haven't. You mean the Camille ult into the Galio ult? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. We really haven't. but I don't think they've needed to. Like, they don't even need to pull out the big guns right now. They're just winning across the map. And it is unfortunate for TKK because TKK was winning individual lanes. Like, in the individual lanes, they were doing fine. At this point, I hate to say it because I love Vacant to death. It seems like a jungle difference as Vacant is going to get caught out right now. He is going to ult away, and he is still going to die to Violet Cap. So very good pick by GCA. And
It's
it's
running
not
through the
only
turret.
it's not only a jungle difference, but it is unfortunate that TKK was winning individual lanes, like I said. But they just can't. They can't turn it around.
I just don't understand the thought process right there by the volley bear. You know that they took dragon. Why wouldn't you assume that they still had Baron, that they would also go in still?
By the way, this is just a slaughter. It's
Yeah, the
very
game should
hard.
just
It's
end
very
here.
it's very hard to even do play by play right now because it's just a slaughter. The game will end.
Yeah, the wave
We
is
will
large
see.
enough to end on.
We will see if TKK can pull out a miracle. We do get the flash coming through from Salto. So I guess
Nunu should tank for this cannon minion. Oh, next wave crashed.
yeah,
Yeah, it should just be end.
that should be end coming here from GCA. They
Oh, they're
actually
gonna
are going to
retreat.
do what they did last game, which is back off when they probably didn't need to. But better safe than sorry, right?
Yeah, just I don't really know what much to say. This game was really good for TKK, and then it kind of just fell apart at the seams.
So
Everything just became a problem. They just constantly kept getting hooks. They couldn't punish the hooks anymore with the Braum because there was just multiple people grouping with them as well to ensure that it's a kill. It kind of just became unattainable.
So, not to disrespect the rest of this game, I do think the game is possibly over, but let's assume GCA wins, which is a fair assumption. I'm gonna tell you guys our top 3 power rankings, and I'm gonna see if both of you agree. We did an average of me, Spirit Track, and Nitrodax's top 10, and the average came out to TPP number 1, LLW number 2, and GCA number 3. Do you move GCA up with this really impressive victory,
No.
or keep them where they are?
I think you keep them where they are.
Keep them where they are.
Okay.
At least from the scrims that we've done against LW so far, it seems like we've been the only 2 teams that I've seen that have actually been managing waves, or like.
Well, let me bring this up to you. We all have GCC at number 4. All 3 of us had GCC at number 4, oh well, I don't even know if this is worth casting at this point. This is just a kill, but we all have GCC at number 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they just beat LLW in scrims. I don't want to bring up a sore subject. Do we agree that GCC's number 4, or do we move them up above GCA?
You can't base it purely off scrims. You base it off an on-stage performance. So they just stay the same.
So you're saying just keep?
Yeah,
GCC?
I think they should stay in 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because on-stage performance in this league is a big factor.
Yeah, which LLW, I will say, does very well on stage.
Syndra.
Oh, that was a very good hook. I will cast this. We are going to get the Camille ult in on the back line, and we are going to get Braum. Gain deleted on the front line, and the Galio ult comes in. The Galio ult will not hit anybody, but Camille will still die. Double towers. Camille will not die for her sins. She will, in fact. Galio, in fact, will get the ace.
That was so unlucky for Syndra. She walked into it unknowingly. It was just probably her clicking randomly to pixel dodge the hook, and it just happened that the hook was right there. Late ult from Galio, but it didn't matter at the end of the fight anyway. You didn't need it really.
I will. Oh, go ahead.
I think this game is just now over. Vacant's dead again.
I know the game's over.
Modelo ace.
I will.
For GCA.
Modelo. We're gonna get sued. I will audaciously say that in the last 2 games, TKK won a majority of the lanes if we take out jungle. TKK.
They were winning the lanes in the 1v1s or 2v2.
But they just have such little things to improve on, and they could be a top team. Like, just little things that they could just keep. I don't know. They lost on such little things, but they were winning lanes. Like, they had better 1v1s, better 2v2s. I don't know. I don't know what else to do, I guess.
I think they need to play around jungle more. Because
Yeah.
it looks like they've been winning the lanes in the 1v1s, but they haven't been able to transfer that into jungle or into roaming into other lanes at all.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
precisely.
so
Okay. Do you guys want to take a really quick break or no?
I think we should just talk about the game.
Okay.
I'm gonna go fill up my water bottle, but
All right.
I think
me and Nitro will talk.
Mikey can handle this game. I
Okay.
really like TKK's identity.
Yeah.
For a team that rarely has played together, they look really solid laning phase. It's just it doesn't seem they know what to do mid game, and it is the collapse.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Mudkip's a very good support. I'm excited for that.
I guess they're just getting some practice in now that they have the confirmed series win, which
Yeah.
is smart.
Yeah.
See how this works out.
But I will remember viewers, just like last season, we're going off of total wins, not just series wins. So,
Which is weird to me, but
Well,
it's your league, so whatever.
hey, you know what? We got a lot of positive reactions on it last league because here's the issue.
Yeah,
if
TPP is a TPP is a second seed, even though we won all our series.
well, here's the thing.
Or
If you
LOW.
people want a little bit of something if you can take a win off a series. So if it's a 2-1 series, people feel like they deserve at least a couple points for that. And we got a lot of positive reaction from last season for it. I actually really like it. Now, granted, a lot of people are going to probably, if they're down 2-0, they're probably going to forfeit their third game, and we're totally okay with that. We are totally okay with that. But it will still go down as a loss, so you will go 0-3 in the series. We seem to like it this way. It worked out really well last season, and LLW can't complain. They won the championship, so
I mean, we did win the championship. It's just that I don't know. TPP losing randomly in the first round was really disappointing. Actually,
Our
yeah,
standing is
Subgate.
gonna be by series wins or game wins.
game wins.
game wins.
Game wins. So that's why we tell people to play out all 3 games. You don't have to. We're not going to force you to. If you want to surrender the third game, that's totally fine. But we do urge you to play the third game because it's by total wins. So if you lose a series 2-1, you still got points for that series. It's not a lot, but you still got points, right? So that's how we did it last season, and we got a lot of positive feedback on it. A lot of people seem to like that more, so we're going to stick with it. But if we get negative feedback on it this season, we'll switch it for next season. Just let us know your thoughts. This is more of a democracy than a dictatorship. So people, let us know your thoughts, and we will change things accordingly.
So
Just-
speaking about that game again, if I'm TKK, I ban the Nunu. At this point, the Nunu
Yeah. the
caused
Nunu's-
a
yeah,
massive pain, and I would put my jungler on a simple engage champ, not like Zac that gets unhealthy. So, what, in your opinion, Mikey, would be a nice simple jungler for TKK?
TKK needs to play. Well, if it were me, I'd be playing Maokai jungle, which is like my favorite jungle pick. But I know that Bacon Tech probably doesn't play that. Put him back on the Volibear. I don't mind him on the Volibear. He just needs to pick his fights better. He needs to pick his objective control better. Volibear is a fine champ and a really easy champ to play. Otherwise, he's good on a Jarvan as well. I've seen him play Jarvan, but Jarvan might be a little bit more complex than what we're looking for here. I say put him back on the volley.
I think Jarvan may work out. It may actually give some team fighting potential to TKK from the jungle position. Because that Volibear really didn't do much in team fights.
Yeah, no, I think he did poor last game, and I love Vacant Tech to death. I'm just being honest. I play with him. He's great. I think he did very poor last game. I think with the right circumstances, he can play Volibear very well.
Of course, we're talking about like in a vacuum here in this series.
Yeah.
We're not making fun of the players. I hope Vacant doesn't take this personally, but
Vacan's
this
a great
series
guy. Vacan's a
is
great-
not showing him in the best light, and this is basically the league's first seeing of TKK. And while Fitzik will be back next week, I assume, because he was supposed to be back today, but I guess he didn't make it in time for their series.
That's a good point to touch on. TKK is not at full strength right now. They are arguably missing their best, if not just one of their best players. It was their top pick in the draft was Fidsick, and they're missing him this series. So I would not judge TKK that harshly at all. I want to see them at full strength, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Full strength TKK with how they've been playing so far. And if Fidsick can fill in that jungle role and get better objective control, this team becomes a lot better.
Yeah. I think when Fidsick comes back, I do think TKK starts taking games off people. Let me look at TKK's second matchup real quick. I gotta find the other Excel document.
I will be updating that later tonight. Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
looks like
I saw
Mudcap is in now.
Yeah, they messaged me about that. Yep. Mudkip is subbing in for Monkey Beast. Monkey Beast had a very good game there on the Blitzcrank, but we are going to see a sub. And we all know Mudkip is proficient on Thresh and I believe Pike as well. Let me bring up the season here. Again, the matchup of the week is TPP.
okay. So we are getting a complete position change.
Oh, what's going on?
So Violet Cap is now top.
That's fair.
We switched Violet and Forever, which they said they would do this a lot, and now Forever is playing his main role as ADC. Does this change bans? I believe it should.
It should. We do allow position changes as long as it's announced and as long as you're in pro draft order. We allow position changes in ELU. So, as long as it can't be like a secret. But let's see here.
He was tired of. Oh, you do not play ADC? Wait, that's you Forever? Wait, you're listening to the stream? Hey, man.
He plays mid lane.
He plays mid lane? Yeah.
LOW has the hardest 2 weeks. LOW has to play TPP and GCA the first 2 weeks. What do you think about that, Nitro?
What do I think about that? I don't know. I'll answer that in the podcast when I have my mid laner with me.
Hey, there you go.
That's what I think about that.
I mean, it's a tough 2 weeks to start off.
It is a tough 2 weeks, but if anyone can do it, it's us or TPP.
And then you have to play Rev, and then you have to play
And there's a bye week 4 for LLW.
Yeah, by week 4.
Yeah.
Which we'll take that time to. Okay, thank you.
All right. You guys do what you did with draft again. I've been drinking too many liquids. I already have to go to the bathroom again. Don't look at my basketball shorts. I'm wearing a full suit and full pants. There's no basketball shorts on.
Okay, so Scaling, what do you think here, ban-wise, for GCA? You think they just go with the same bans? I think.
Yeah, I think they can go with the same bans.
I think they can go same bans. I want to see TKK mix up a ban here.
Yeah, they need the new ban.
They really do need this new ban because the new is just free objective control and has been plaguing this series really. There it is. The new ban. Let's go. We got the new ban, boys. We got him. Okay, so now what is third ban here?
I think they can look for an ADC ban. Like last time I saw Fever play ADC, he played Samira and Nautilus.
Okay, so Narban. I think that's different. Lucian. There we go. So it's Lucian, MF set. Leona's still banned away from Spanaway. They don't want to give that up. So now what is first pick for GCA? By the way, is TKK been picking red side constantly? So they've been picking for counter picks solely. Xin Zhao. Okay, I think this is interesting. Mordekaiser insta pick for Peels into the Ash. Oh my god,
Ash is pretty weak into
TKK.
Xin.
But oh wow, I like the Ash, but I don't think it's a good Ash pick here.
I think unless they're taking a strong meta picks, they should just counter pick jungle there.
Yeah, because now you can't counterpick jungle. You have to go support here, or you get the support pool pinched.
Wait, Zach? Is it Zach going support or something?
Zach
guess it could
Samira
be Zach
support
support.
Seraphine. What?
That's a lot of magic damage then on the side of
That,
TKK.
that is. You got quite the amount of thing. Huh. I really want to see how this plays out.
I'm
I wanna
guessing
see
top
these-
bans for TKK and then
Yeah, you either go top ban
jungle
or you
bans
go.
from GCA.
Galio is banned. I don't think Galio was an issue that game. I really think he just got the kills at the very end and just last hit the kills.
They probably did. Galio's probably a smart ban here if they're gonna go an AP mid.
J4 banned away. Okay, so they're trying to remove the simplicity of it. Darius instant ban. Really, Mordekaiser actually beats Darius. Darius is in a really weak spot right now, but I guess they just can't handle that.
Actually, I'm pretty sure he just got buffed this patch.
He
last
did just
patch.
get buffed, but he's still not that good into Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser still beats Darius now. So then
my-
the Syndra on GCA as well. Welcome back, Mikey. You're in for a spicy one.
Yeah, we have Mordekaiser support and Heimerdinger mid. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not paying attention.
There's a
ooh.
Mordekaiser, so you were right on that.
And we got a Teemo jungle. No, but this is a spicy draft.
TKK? Vigar.
Okay, they're pulling out all the stops right now.
Looks like it's way too much magic damage.
They
Yeah.
gotta get some physical in this comp,
gotta
or
get-
else they just build
Oh,
MR.
maybe they pull out the Jarvan jungle here. The Gordran.
Jarvan's banned.
Oh, okay. I knew that.
Yeah, so Galio was a good ban. if they're playing on
Renekton.
Vigar.
Do
What?
not. Oh no, this is such a. Okay, so while Renekton was Mordekaiser's biggest counter, Renekton has been so gutted that he just loses.
Now they're
He
forced to
loses a
go, like,
lot.
They're forced to go AP heavy mid then, so you can't really get a bruiser.
Lysandra.
Okay,
So
GCA
you
is
have a
winning the draft
flank
right now.
top, engaged jungle, Zinzao wherever.
I mean GCA's winning the draft clearly, but TKK if they can get the right.
Gnar.
Okay, they do have a Gnar. Okay, which means
So-
Mordekaiser jungle.
So
More jungle.
It would be
Oh.
Mordekaiser jungle then.
Well, we'll see if they actually lock this in here.
I think Vigar can go tank build.
Well,
I think
Vigar
Vigar
can.
could go.
I've done it on Vigar where you go. I'll
No,
go
there's,
ever.
there's
I'll
so
go
little
Everfrost.
damage this game though that I think you can actually just go tank items.
Yeah. Well,
Like
Yeah.
maybe you still go Everfrost, but then like Frozen Heart looks really good this game.
this is
Yeah.
really
That's
good
pretty
Frozen
good.
Heart game, especially against Renekton and Samira.
Everfrost tier, Frozen Heart, maybe do a Randuin's, and you're solid on Vagar mid. I don't know. Okay.
I don't think you go AP as Mordekaiser this game. I think you go tank board. This is a Sunfire game in my eyes, or an
Well,
Iceborne.
Well, it's
He's
more
probably still
jungle.
gonna go Rift. He's gonna go Riftmaker still, just for the sustain. I think.
I don't
I
think
think
you
with
can.
jungle you can go the
Oh,
gauntlets,
the gauntlet.
crossborn, whatever it's called now.
Iceborne, yeah.
Iceborn.
All right.
You
whatever it's
don't.
called.
I don't want to see a Riftmaker.
Yeah, I think it should be Iceborn.
It's
But then-
either Iceborne or if you really want AP damage, maybe a Proto Belt
Well, here's
just
my
to
favorite.
guarantee the dash in the Death Realm.
My favorite tank build on Mordekaiser is Gauntlet into Demonic Embrace, and the only reason I build Demonic Embrace is just if the other team's tanky and I want some damage. But I guess you don't
I-
have to. Technically.
fine build this
I've
game.
seen that. I go Rylai's with Iceborne.
Rylai's is fine as well.
Rylai's second, just for the guaranteed extra slow.
You could do Gauntlet into Rylai's and Demonic, and then just be a tank that does insane amounts of damage.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that could be
Demonic
good
is
this
a
game.
really bad item. Right.
It is a very bad item. I kind of wish they would buff it. I really wish they would buff it.
They won't.
Yeah, I know
They've
won't
already
because-
forgotten about the item.
They won't because Leandre's was such a busted item last patch. or the last major patch. That
So it is Mordekaiser jungle. It is interesting to see what he goes. Xin Zhao jungle, Renekton top, Lissandra mid. So it's Zac support with Samira.
And it
Zach-
is a lot of CC for Samira to combo off of passives, but I don't
Huh.
think it's very good.
they just took. I think they took the Zac support just to take it away from, Vacant Tech here.
Well, why would you take no? Because Vacant was first pick with the Mordekaiser.
I mean, they thought
Or
the
was the
Mordekaiser
first
was
counter
top
Well,
pick?
pick.
no, they flexed the Mordekaiser. The Mordekaiser.
They
was supposed
did
to go
flex it, I guess, but
Yeah. It's not like they wanted to do that. They had to put Mordekaiser on Vacant.
I think they pick a completely different support here. Rel is open. Nautilus is open.
There was a lot of decisions made that
Seraphine APC?
But this TKK team comp is not impossible to pull off. It is possible if they land the right Seraphine ults, the right Veigar ults, if they land the right
Mudkip's a
stuff.
jokester. Get off Zoe, bro. Come on now.
Come on. If they land the right stuff, this isn't an impossible team comp to pull off.
Is it Ash support?
No, right? Well, it'd be Seraphine support. Oh, you're saying they might trade last second? I don't know. Then again, they're down 2-0. They might just be trying new stuff out, right?
Yeah. Okay. Oh no.
Oh.
They can only trade until 20 seconds.
Oh, really?
I think in tournament drafts it's locked at 20. Because in
That's
competitive
okay.
games it's locked in 20 seconds.
That's hilarious because I did not know that. Thank you for telling me that.
Oh. Yeah, that's it. Ash
Oh.
support.
Unless they didn't know the 20-second rule. That'd be hilarious, honestly.
That would be really funny. That would be a really funny moment,
I'd chuckle a little bit if they did that on accident.
like scuffed casting, scuffed production, scuffed scuffed tournament draft mess ups. It's ELU. Let's have some fun with this.
True.
Okay, so draft wise, I do believe GCA comes out on top. TKK has an interesting draft. It requires a lot of teamwork and a lot of perfect engages.
TKK lost the draft, but they could win it with a lot of skill and teamwork. They could definitely pull it off.
They
But
could,
they lost
and
the
for the
draft.
team that has been showing teamwork problems in both games, to
Yeah.
go this type of comp is either extremely confident or they're I don't want to say having fun for funning it, but
They might be.
it's gonna be interesting. I want to see this.
Yeah. They're having fun. They did lose the draft, but like I said, it's there's a lot of skill things going on. Obviously, the Seraphine ult, the Ashe ult, if they land it all perfectly on the targets they need to land it on, they could definitely win a lot of these team fights.
Yeah,
But Samira really counters a lot of what they're trying to do. Samira's whole kit.
they just have to wait out
Samira's
Samira W or Mordekaiser ult Samira, and they lose that entire disengage.
Yeah, but Samira can block like a Veigar ult. They just have to time it well.
But that's what I'm
You
saying.
can also block the Seraphine ult.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can block a lot of ults, but Mordekaiser's job would be late game just to ult the Samira, prevent that from happening, and then wipe the team fight with the rest of them as Mordekaiser solos Samira.
Well, you would hope he solos Samira, or he dies to Samira.
Or he dies. If he dies, then it really doesn't matter because Samira's now out of Death Realm in the middle of 4 people.
Well, it
And
depends on how fed Samira is, or if she's even the carry at that point in the game.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying, though. But you
Yeah.
remove the entire tool of that disengage. Because what is your disengage?
For the side of GCA, you're saying?
It's Lissandra W and Samira blocking
I guess you
Ash
could use
and
Zinzao
Seraphine.
as disengage.
Yeah, Xin Zhao
I
are
guess, but
decent.
Xin Zhao would never use that as a disengage. He would use that as I'm about to die. Let me save my own life.
Zach is decent disengage, but he has to give his own life to disengage. Like, he basically has to be like, I'm gonna die for the team to disengage for everyone. It depends on what abilities he has up, I suppose. But so I will turn it back though. What do you guys think of your upcoming schedules for TPP and LLW? I know we just went over LLW has the hardest 2 weeks in a row that I know of. TPP, they play LLW in the Revolution. So I think TPP's fairly confident they can win both those, but we'll see.
And we have a bye week 3 as well.
In a bye week, week 3.
Yeah.
If you can go into that bye week 2,
there is a Mordekaiser one trick that I know that plays Ghost Smite Mordekaiser Jungle, and he goes Iceborne Gauntlet. I know the build because my friend is spamming that build in ranked. I think he's some like high diamond Brazilian jungler that spams that entire build. I also like the cleanse here from Samira. It shouldn't remove Mordekaiser ult, but Riot Games understands, that they want to give counterplay to Mordekaiser, but they don't want to give counterplay to a lot of other things. So
I want to correct chat. These are holographic gym shorts. I'm actually wearing a full suit and tie and everything. I am not wearing shorts at all.
If you're actually wearing like the full pants for the suit, why would you want to project gym shorts over them?
For memes. Yeah, it's because of Jazz. Jazz did it, okay? But anyway, let us see what happens. It looks like we are going to see a double invade. Maybe not. We are going to see a double invade. No, they're just warding that. And they will spot that out. We'll see if TKK can get some damage down here. They might be able to get a kill if they play this right.
Here we go. That's a nice root on all four.
Yeah, they do get first blood. Vagar gets first blood. That's huge. We do see the exhaust come down. We do see the kill come down for the Zac support, and Zac is actually going to get another one.
Oh
no!
So
that is super
killed the E and then just reset.
That is super unfortunate for the side of TKK.
Oh no!
TKK had that in the bag, and then they just took so much damage.
No, it was so good. Lissandra passive smile. Can't handle the clip showing the shorts, so I got banned.
It was a mistake, man. I think it was the bot that did that.
Yeah, it was Nightbot.
So,
it's the Nightbot.
Sorry, dyslexic. We did not mean to ban you. Please stay here.
No, Mikey didn't. Mikey silenced you. That's the truth.
I'm a dictator who's like, oh, you saw me wearing shorts with my full suit? No, ban. Allow this. Ban hammer. That's so unfortunate for TKK because I thought they started that off really well, but
they had used all their cooldowns for the first kill and then
so
nothing left.
So unfortunate. GCA is set up to do very well here, and at least Vagar got first blood. That's a very good person to have it on if you're going to play for late game, but then again, if you're not going tank Vagar, you're going to get deleted by this team instantly. Yeah. I am really excited for this season. There's a lot of exciting things coming up. There's a lot of circus games that you guys should all participate in, by the way.
What's the next one?
Protect the president. So your team is going to... That's what everyone voted for. Your team is going to elect one person the president, and that's how the other team wins, is killing your president, basically.
Just one time, or?
Well, no, it's several times. It's so by the time the game ends, or you can set a time limit on it. Oh, so we do see an engage down bot. I will have to. Zach does actually get the double knock up. That was an
It should be a
insane double
double
knock
kill
up
here
by.
too.
That will be a double kill. Yes, that will be a double kill
Okay,
coming in
bot
from
lane is
Samira.
probably over from this point.
Yep, bot lane's over. That's a 3-0 2 Samira. It's 3-0 2 Samira at 3 minutes in. Do I need? I'll repeat it again. 3-0 2 Samira at 3 minutes in. It's
wow.
Yeah, it's over.
I don't want to be a negative Nancy.
It's over for bot lane. I'm not saying the game's over.
Hey, at least it's a Cloud Dragon first dragon.
I'm not going to be a totally biased caster. I'll say bot lane is very much looking difficult.
This, just a triple kill on the Samira, and now walking up like that, you know that Zach is going to be nearby as well. It's
Another kill, bot lane.
So, do you think they made a mistake on the Ashe support Seraphine ADC? Do you think that was a mistake, or do you think they meant to do?
I think that was a mistake that they didn't
Yeah,
correct.
I guess they didn't know the 20-second trade limit.
I hope that they messed up about it, and we can be like, oh, that's unlucky, you know? But Seraphine is getting CS, so I mean, if it was really a mistake, wouldn't Hopeless be building an ADC item? Violetcap's gonna go in.
Both champions, I guess, are somewhat viable in both roles, so they can just play their respective role if they fail the trade.
Impressive that Jern Sand didn't go down there.
Spanaway is playing with Lissandra.
This should be a kill on Gnar here with the top wave crashing and Zinzao's
Yeah,
up here.
this will be a kill. Oh, the flash does come through, but they will. He should loop. Zin should loop around.
Yeah, Zin should loop around to get the kill.
Zin should loop around, but he's not going to. He will actually. So this will definitely be a kill because the flash is down. Although this is actually not the best idea. So the reason I didn't like that from Renekton, even though it worked, you risked giving a 1-for-1 when you could just let Zin come in. I mean, it worked.
Take the kill.
It worked, so I'm not gonna, be too harsh on it, but.
This is really out of hand really early. I don't think Mord will have a chance to even get a shot.
No, they're over 2k gold down and it's 5 minutes or something. This is a stark contrast from the last two games because the last two games were super close for half the game. They were TKK would have the lead or they would barely be down in gold. Now it's just the opposite, and we are going to see an engaged bot lane. This Zach support's actually doing work. It's doing work, and it does blow 2 sums from Hopeless on that Ashe. Oh, and then we do see an engage by Spanaway. That's some decent damage there, and Spanaway does get the Q damage rather there later in the trade.
I think this might have just been a for fun game.
And I'm okay with that. If you want to use your third game as a for fun game, totally okay with that. I do still think this bot lane thing was a mistake. I don't think they meant to do that. We are actually going to see a ton of damage.
Here we go. Down. The Ashe picks the Ranger's focus. Oh, she just doesn't get in range for it. That'd sad.
Be a big shutdown. If they can shut down this bot lane, that might help. But
Samira instantly goes in.
Samira's just going to get some kills here.
Mordekaiser's here though.
Ult. You gotta ult him.
He doesn't.
He doesn't have ult. He's level 5.
Oh, here we go.
He's still going to get the kill. He is going to get 600 gold.
He
and
gets
we are
the
going to
reset on Ghost.
So Vacant is dead, right?
Lissandra?
No, that's a huge shield.
He runs out with the Ghost reset.
Oh no!
So
misplay.
Actually, not horrible gameplay, regardless. And Peels is going to try and run down.
Lissandra insta-W'd away from in the teleport. If she would have EW, that's a confirmed kill.
Oh.
That's sad.
So I'm just gonna say it. GCA is way better than TPP or LLW. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I am
trying to proc a reaction out of us.
Yeah, that's literally what I'm. That's literally what I'm trying to do.
Okay, Lysandra is gonna fight him.
Ooh, nice. Okay, Lysandra does all, and we do see the Xin Zhao. I do not see any way Vacant Tech gets out of this alive. However, if we do see an engage from Hopeless, we might see a kill here, and we do see a kill coming through from Vacant Tech. Vacant Tech does get the kill and get out. That is very unfortunate for the side of GCA. We are going to see a re-engage, and we are going to see Ash get killed, and we are going to see the pullback coming in from Vacant Tech. Vacant Tech is making up for all his past game faults. He is getting the pulls. He has 4 kill participation out of 5.
Oh my god.
And we have a game on our hands, boys. I think this is a game.
This went from a stomp to Vigar insta-deleting the Samira. Goodbye,
And
Samira.
Samira.
But she does have shield though now. Or she...
Okay, Vigar's 2-0-1 is in the early game. That should never happen.
So Samira didn't rush shield bow. She got boots and null. I would have personally rushed the shield bow here and just get it.
I mean, regardless, I think we have a game on our hands. I actually do think TKK has a little bit of the late game. Not all of it.
The Gnar will be big.
Yeah. The Gnar, the Vagar late game, there will be some good stuff. It is a game. It's a game again. But it took a little bit of blood, sweat, and tears from the side of TKK to get back into this one.
So it's Cloud and Mountain solo Drake. So we have Infernal or Ocean guaranteed, which I like.
Oh, yeah. I like that a lot.
And Ocean in this game is really good.
Yeah. So we are going to see it looks like Everfrost coming out from Vagar. From top lane, it looks like we're going to see the, oh wait, no, that's not Stride Breaker, that's Gore Drinker, right? That's Gore Drinker, okay.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, my items mixed
I'm
up.
being attacked by my cat. I'm very sorry.
No, that's okay. I hope she does some damage.
Hi there. Hi, baby.
Oh, we are going to see a gank coming through. Actually, not a gank, because that's
Block
the
the
support,
slurp,
and that will
Go
actually
down real
definitely
quick.
be a kill. This will definitely be a double kill. I don't see any way Ash gets out of this, but Vagar is in some trouble now. Vagar, an ill-advised TP, but we do see Vacant Tech backing it up. Vacant Tech will ghost in, and we are going to see the gank top. If Gnar gets out of this, he's Houdini, But 999 Forever will go down to Mordekaiser. Vacant Tech's making some plays here. We are going to see the TP coming down bot. We are going to see
should kill
that.
everyone.
Oh, we are going to see he doesn't go down. That's so
Oh,
unfortunate.
that's
He does
really
not go
big.
down. But we are going to see Germsan do some decent damage. He is going to flash out of the Lysandra passive. We are going to see Mudkip go down, but Mudkip does have the passive, so we will have to see about that. And Vacant Tech is just taking all the damage. Vacant Tech is doing everything he's supposed to do, and we do see the Vagar getting the shutdown on the other side, and Lysandra does barely get out. That is so... That's actually a really good team fight from TKK. We, again, have a game on our hands.
What is happening? What is this? This is a fiesta. Do I just grab the maracas at this point?
It's a clown fiesta. Let's get him maracas and some tangerines.
Might as well just call
tambourines and tangerines.
Might as well just call the mariachi band at this point. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was some clown level circus action.
So the Seraphine insta teleported back to that fight after dying as well. She teleported while walking distance in there. So basically, maybe an extra 5 to 10 seconds and you already arrived there. Maybe you live because of that. I don't know why Vigar flashed the Lysandra passive. I feel like he was just scared by chance, but you had nothing to worry about. Looks like it's going to be...
Oh, we do see the gank coming in. We do see the double. Oh, that is going to be a kill. This Samira is so fed. Samira will go down. Samira has to die, right? We will see. Samira does not die. Samira does get out of turret range, and Samira has about -5 HP left. So that is a very good play on the side of GCA.
The missing pings.
The missing pings.
I suppose should definitely buy a QSS this game, like right now, probably.
Yeah, no, QSS would be insane. Mordekaiser, Vagar, Seraphine, Ashalt. Everyone on their team should think about a QSS, but regardless, this is Vacant Tech making up for his past games. Vacant Tech is very fed. So is Germsand in the mid lane.
It's really sad. The game that Vacant Tech makes up for it, his bot lane.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice steal. Nice steal, by the way. He should. Oh, he should just ult Toasty Boy there. I don't know if he has ult up. He might not.
No, he does.
Oh, he should have ulted. He should have just ulted Toasty Boy. That was a free kill. But regardless, it is what it is.
Okay, so it is Ocean. You get a guaranteed Ocean because they decided to take Mountain Dragon before pushing into the game that blue buff stolen. So this is definitely something you want to see. Yeah, he is going the Brazilian Grand Violet is gonna go in, and
they both burn ults.
that was a huge misplay by the Gnar there.
I will say,
if you ult him into his own tower and then stun him, like, he can't ult.
Yeah, I think Gnar could have won that, but it is what it is. I will say, look at the gold lead. The gold lead has shrunk so much in the past, like,
it's all Mordekaiser, I believe.
Yeah, but the gold lead that GCA had was pretty substantial, and now it's almost nothing.
Wow, that bot lane gold lead is insane.
Yeah, no, bot lane is where it is, but
2.5k up on the APC and 1,000 up on the support. Being 1,000 gold up on support is really hard to do.
TKK needs to stall this game out, in my opinion. They probably have the late game. They just need to figure out a way to slow down this Samira and this Zac.
Okay, hold on a second. My cat would like to leave again. So it looks like we're gonna get a round 2 top lane.
round 2 of sitting under tower and trying to kill Renekton. Oh, we are going to see maybe a gank coming through from span away with the claw. The claw does come through. We'll see if the ult comes through, and the ult does come through. This will most definitely be a kill onto Peels. Good job on the 3-person roam up top lane. I really thought Peels might his spidey senses might go off, but they did not. He had no idea, and I think this gank bot lane is also going to work. The Samira blocks it like we said she would. Samira kind of just... The issue is Samira's kit just outdoes this kit, and we are going to see a fight coming through top lane, and we are going to see the ult come out. This should most definitely be a kill, in my opinion, on the Violet Cap, and the ult does go down. And I think that Vacant Tech wins this.
This is a really bad fight for...
Yeah, for Toasty.
Toasty. This was a really... That's not what you want to do. That's a... I'm going to pretend I didn't see that. I'm not going to pretend I didn't see that.
I didn't see it either.
Okay, Veigar is holding his ultimate, and he dies because of it.
Veigar misplayed that a little bit. I'll go over in a sec why, but regardless, it is a 2-for-1, so TKK does win the trade. Overall, and the poll is just missed. Unfortunate. Veigar misplaced his stun cage. He misplaced his stun cage. Then he also, I believe, missed his Q. But it's not the worst misplay of all time. It happens to the best of us.
It is a 600 gold, though, to Xin Zhao.
Yeah, unfortunate. For the side of TKK. But this is still a close game, in my opinion. Like, we obviously know GCA's winning, but closer than I would have thought. Considering how the early game went, obviously.
Man, this is...
Oh boy, Mordekaiser might be coming
This
out.
reminds me of early, like, LCS, like 2015 LCS, where we just had random fiestas every once in a while with, like, Renegades and, like, Dignitas.
Oh, we are going to see a fight here. We are going to see the instant kill onto the support Ash, and we're going to see an instant kill onto Germsand by Violet Cap. That was a very good pick. I honestly think, correct me if I'm wrong, everybody's going to want to give the MVP to the Samira. I give the MVP to Zac right now. I actually think Zac...
I agree.
I think Zac has created every kill Samira has, like, straight up. That's just my opinion.
So I don't mean this in a disrespectful way to Hopeless, but support gap is one of the biggest gaps in the game.
Yeah, the support gap is real this game, and I'm not being disrespectful. It just is what it is. The Zac is creating insane amount of kills for Samira, whereas Ashe is kind of just not having much presence on the map at the moment. And that's another dragon going over to the side GCA. Really unfortunate for TKK. They were in this game up until about 5 or 3 minutes ago. Until 3 minutes ago, this was actually a close game. It's very
So then
unfortunate.
let me ask you this, Mikey, to get a reaction out of you, Mr. Power Rankings. Does TKK go down in Power Rankings due to the series?
Yeah, I would say so. I say they go down one spot. I would say at least one spot. I think here, let me pull it up. And not to be inflammatory or anything towards TKK, I still think they're a good team. And by the way, again, I will repeat for the umpteenth time, they do not have Fidstick. They're not at full power. That was their number one pick in the draft. I want to see them at full power before I do anything rash. But yeah, I put TKK below TAD because in our official power rankings, which is us three have a combined power ranking that we average. TAD is 7th. The American Dream, I'd put TAD above TKK after this game. But that this one game doesn't mean much, and I think Nar is probably dead here. Yeah, Nar is for sure dead. So, would you agree with me? Would you put the American Dream above TKK?
From how this game played, yes.
I don't know if I'd put TKK below the other two teams, but I haven't seen the other two teams play yet. The other two, New York Mutants and Revolution, could be amazing for all I know. We just put them.
I think tomorrow, if I am available, I would like to help cast the New York Mutants because I'm very hopeful on their team. I like their team.
No, yeah, New York Mutants, if they're at full strength, apparently there's a big rumor out there. I assume this is going to be a big team fight, so I'll just cut you off. I'll cut us both off, myself included, and just say this Mordekaiser's dead, right? Or Mordekaiser might get a...
He ulted the Renekton.
Yeah, he did ult the Renekton.
He should have been able to kill Renekton.
But he is still dead, and that actually is a shutdown from Samira. Samira will now go off because Samira does Samira things, which is super 200 years balanced. Okay, so going back to what I was saying. New York Mutants has a really good team. Solomon Khan is arguably the second best jungler in the league. Second or third best jungler in the league. Apparently Hector, their ADC, there's a rumor that he's the best ADC in the whole league. That's a rumor. I don't know. But there's a rumor that he outclasses every ADC in the league. If you have Solomon Khan and Hector on the New York Mutants, as well as Toad, who is apparently really good, he's like gold 1, but he plays at a plat 1 level. That's, again, this is all conjecture and this is all speculation, but apparently New York Mutants is like a Cinderella team. I think they could go off. But for now, we have them ranked number 8 because we don't know anything about them.
So, I believe that New York Mutants is definitely going to go up in power rankings.
Yeah.
Guaranteed?
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
No, that's it. Just guaranteed.
Well, here's the issue. The reason we have them at 8th in all of our power rankings is because GCC dominated them in scrims, but they were missing Hector and Toad, which were their 2 top drafted players. So we haven't seen them at full strength either. It's kind of the same thing as what we're saying about TKK. We haven't seen them at full strength. So that's why we ranked them so low. Then again, GCC has yet to lose a scrim. They've scrimmed 3 different teams and they've won all 3 scrims. I think GCC is kind of a team to watch out for here, as we are going to see a fight. But yeah, GCC is, I think, the only team that's undefeated in scrims. Oh, TPP is also undefeated, I suppose.
Yeah, we're undefeated in scrims.
Yeah. So there's two teams that are undefeated in scrims.
Yeah, and so was Cloud9.
Yeah, it is what it is. I think GCC should play TPP, but I won't. It's fine. The regular season started. So they're gonna play each other regardless.
Anyway, it'd still be an interesting scrim.
Very interesting. This fight will start out with Mudkip getting the engage. He will engage. Oh, that's an insane Seraphine ult, but it's to no avail because the other team used their ults way better, and we do get to see the Lissandra ult and the Lissandra. It doesn't matter because Lissandra still goes down. We get to see the ult. This is actually a one team fight by TKK. TKK is trying to win it.
cage.
That was a very good
And
Vigar
Samira
cage.
flashed into the Vigar cage without cleanse.
Actually, I'll just say all around the ults were really good by TKK, and they are going to loop around and get the dragon. They have to get the dragon. They don't have a choice at this point. So this will result in another fight, because Seraphine could easily get a triple kill here, rather. And yeah, Seraphine's going to go for the triple kill.
Samira's going to go win, though?
Seraphine will get an insta-kill onto Vigar. Seraphine will get... Oh, but we do get Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser will not get the kill, but Mordekaiser will get the dragon, and we do get Seraphine going down. That's 1,000 kill. That's 1,000 gold to
Samira.
Samira, rather. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But that fight was insane, and I actually think TKK did win it. They got 1,000
I
gold.
think if Forever had landed the flash over the cage instead of into the stun, then it would have been a one fight. But
Yeah.
he doesn't have QSS yet, and he didn't have cleanse up.
He still doesn't have QSS. He bought a BF sword instead,
He's going GA.
Yeah.
which is smart.
What do you guys think about the Black Cleaver's second build on Gnar?
Standard.
Is it? I don't know if that is standard on Gnar.
I don't know. I haven't seen Nar in a long time.
Yeah. Nobody
I mean,
plays
I'm
that,
not saying it's
to be
bad.
fair.
I'm not saying it's bad. I don't know if that's standard.
So Ash has Duskblade.
Yeah. Probably should have went the lethality
Mandate.
item that clears wards. What is that?
Umbral Glaive. I
would've-
don't agree. I think if Ash goes Imperial Mandate, they actually gain a ton more damage.
Oh, sure.
Because
sure.
Imperial Mandate has just been constantly getting buffed.
No, I'm okay with Imperial Mandate. I'm saying you can still build Umbral Glaive because it's not a mythic.
No, I'm just saying, like, the mythic
You're saying,
choice is...
Yeah, I think Duskblade is pretty bad.
Yeah, no, it was not.
Okay, Mudkip going
And
in.
we do barely land for Salto's ult. We actually land all the ults, but it doesn't matter because Toasty Boy is just going to do insane amounts of damage on the backside. And we do see Vacant Tech doing work. Vacant Tech will actually, will hopefully get some of these kills. And we do see some of the kills going in. No! Vacant Tech is unable to procure any of the kills, but actually we do see Peels going in on the Gnar, getting the afterthought kill, and actually we do see Mordekaiser getting the kill, but unfortunately, Toasty Boy is way too fed. Toasty Boy is going to get all the kills he wants,
he
and
doesn't
I
get
don't see any chance that Vacant Tech makes it out of this one. So that will be the ace. That will be the Moonlight Ace, whatever we want to call it, Modelo. No, I can't say Modelo. We'll get sued. That will be-
Modelo time. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
That will be the Beetlejuice Ace.
Okay.
I don't know. We can't say Modelo.
Why not?
I mean, we're not going to get sued yet because we're not big enough, but eventually, yeah, there's copyright issues.
They're not gonna come for us.
Well, yeah, not yet, but I'm saying eventually they could. Regardless, that actually, realistically, was not that bad for TKK because they didn't lose any objective, but still a lot of gold in the pocket of GCA.
So, Frozen Heart is already completed for Mordekaiser. Interesting. Vigar doesn't go Rabbit on second
Yeah,
for the pure spike.
I guess he's
Well-
just trying to get as many cages up as possible in team fights.
yeah, he's gained cooldown reduction, I guess. What?
I feel as if, like, how you build, like, Vladimir and Vigar, you go Rabbit on second for the pure spike.
I think Vacant Tech needs either a Rylai's or a Demonic Embrace because he's the carry of the team. Vacant Tech's the carry right now and doing just no damage. Oh, they are going to go for
He only
it.
does about 237 in Empowered Q.
Yeah, I don't know. But
Well,
I
they
think
see the Vigar. This is a guaranteed
they just-
kill.
They just get a kill and they get they get Baron. There's no other way to put it. The game's getting out of hand at this point, but
Vigard played that like he was playing solo queue. Look at where his team's position is. They are not in any way reasonable form to contest that.
yeah, not.
And they can't even get Dragon either because the reset timers are still perfect for GCA. I mean, they don't need to be perfect, but Samira and Lissandra's timers are good.
Problem is, they don't have a choice. They have to fight for drag. There's no way they allow an Ocean Soul on this team.
I understand they don't allow it, but
they lose.
Vigard could have been there in this cage and potentially one shot with them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that was a nice
miss, unfortunately, but they do still get the kill, and we do still see Vacant Tech going off in the team fight, but he is definitely going to go down. He is in a 1v4 right now. He's doing a lot of damage, and I will say Vacant Tech is the MVP of the game for TKK, but it doesn't matter because they're going to get the kill, they're going to get the Ocean Soul, and that really spells doom for the side of TKK because an Ocean Soul on this team means just game over, in my opinion. But I could be wrong. Been wrong before. Ooh.
I
Nice.
want to give props to where props is due. TKK.
Ooh.
Look,
no, there's no kill here. It's fine.
They
ahead.
looked better than I expected from them to look. It sucks Fid is not in. Otherwise, it would have been a different story, I believe. Okay!
Ooh, nice kill. Nice kill. I like
Let's
it.
go. The Dustlade Ash putting in work, baby.
And then we are going to see the Gnarl in. We are
You're
actually going to see the
jid.
GA go down. So GA is down. We're going to see a lot of damage coming through from the Ashe and the Seraphine.
It's
However,
not enough.
that ult really does suck, and Seraphine is just going to go off. This is what Seraphine does late game. Seraphine is unstoppable when you get him this fed. Toasty Boy with the double kill.
Yeah, you've been saying Seraphine for like. The
Have
last
I been
two
saying
team fights.
Seraphine this whole time?
Yes.
Well, I'm the worst. Seraphine and Samira have the same name, okay? Let's just...
So my MVP was Mudkip. Now it's Forever. I just. Oh, they forfeit.
Well, no, the game's just over. Sorry, everyone, for...
The game ended anyway.
The game ended.
Yeah.
I think they FF'd. Yeah,
Sorry
they
for
FF'd. Your
constantly
game
saying-
didn't crash. They FF'd.
Sorry for constantly saying
The
Seraphine.
game instantly ends.
But, yeah, the game ends. Sorry for saying
No
Seraphine a lot,
FF?
but let's go ahead and... Well, I assume the game's just over there, right?
The game is yeah. The game is over.
Let's go ahead and give MVPs of that game. Maybe even
Okay.
under the radar MVPs.
So MVP, Mudkip early game, Forever late game.
Yeah, I'll just give it to Mudkip because Forever didn't buy QSS.
True.
Yeah, I actually have to give it to Mudkip. I think that
Okay, Mudkip, you get it. Woo.
I think that Mudkip actually set up every single kill that Seraphine got, almost every kill. Seraphine did really well, obviously. Not Seraphine. Sorry, Samira. Why do I keep
Samira.
saying that? Why do I keep saying that? My brain.
He can't kill you. It is full tank mode.
Why is my brain saying Seraphine every time? It's like, I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, regardless.
All right.
think-
So
I
who
think
was the
that
other
Zach gets
Pog
it.
award, by the way, for game 2? Was it Toasty?
Game 2 was Toasty. I think game 1 was game 1 was 999 Forever because me and Scalene kind of voted for him. Game 2 was Toasty and game 3 was Mudkip. Yeah. So we all gave kind of our MVPs. I guess I always am gonna think that Seraphine and Samira are the same person because they have such similar names. I'm sorry about that. So who would you guys say is the MVP of the series?
Forever.
You think
Yeah,
so?
I'd say Forever as well.
Forever.
Okay. I agree. I can agree with that.
That was
what about
really
what
good.
What about an under the radar MVP?
Toasty Boy the 2 games.
Yeah, I'd say Toasty Boy for under the radar MVP.
Game 3 was Toasty Boy's weakest game, and we could say that for sure.
But he still went off games 1 and 2.
He still went off games 1 and 2 and put them in the position where he didn't need to pop off game 3 like he has been in the series. And Vacant looked actually comfortable playing that jungle pick, which was really good.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a good series. I will say GCA dominated the series, but TKK had some shining points. They weren't at full strength, and they still won a lot of their solo lanes and their duo lanes. I really want to see them at full strength when they're playing their team comp correctly. So
if I think that if I see TKK versus like Wardens at full strength or the American Dream in New York, like it's a lot more interesting of a series.
yeah. True.
And even then, it was an interesting series, even though they were using their sub as well. So I really am impressed with them. Unfortunately, they still will go down in my power rankings just because that while they did use their sub, they didn't have Fidsick. You had time to probably practice with your sub, I'm assuming. And the mid games for game 1 and 2 were just really sloppy.
Yeah, they were. I think that if TKK has an adequate amount of time to practice with each other, they're going to be a really good team. They just haven't had that yet. Like I keep repeating, we saw it. They're winning lanes. They are outplaying GCA in certain areas. They won more lanes this series than they lost. So they won a majority of the lanes. It just doesn't matter because they're not playing well as a team. They're not taking that extra step that they need to take around objectives and other
So this is
areas.
This is
No,
the
go ahead.
first time they've played together.
As a full team, yes, but they don't have Fidsick.
That entire team without Fidsick. This is the first time they played all 5 together.
Well, I think they played. I want to say they played some flex, but I might be wrong. I know that they played a full clash together, but I subbed in for one of them, so yeah, that doesn't count.
Yeah, so that doesn't count. They still never got the full 5 stack.
You might be right.
For a team that hasn't practiced together, they certainly looked impressive.
Yeah, no, they did. They did look impressive for a team that didn't get. First of all, they're not at full strength. Second of all, they haven't actually practiced together with 5, so they still looked good. They still did look good against one of the top teams in all of ELU. So I'll give it to them. I think they have a lot of room to improve.
Right. Massive props. I think this team, if improved along the season, which I believe they will be able to do, I see them threatening a playoff position, really depending on how everything else plays out, because it really is just dependent on who is actually better than their rank per se says they are. And there is a lot of that in this league.
Yeah. They could definitely threaten a playoff position. Remember that 6 of the 9 teams make the playoffs, so they could definitely make that sixth team, if not higher. But they just need to put in a little bit more work. They need to get their positions down. They're good at winning laning phase. They're good at the early game. But they just need to kind of bring it all together and mesh it into the later mid to late game.
GCA won this series mid game.
Yeah,
we can say that without a shadow of a doubt. What do you think, Scalene?
Yeah, I mean their laning looked kind of weak. They just had the better team fights. Because it looked like in most of the games, game 3 aside, in game 1 and 2, it looked like they were losing lanes for the most part.
Yeah, for sure. I still see an upside for TKK here. But regardless, I honestly think GCA looks really good. I keep them where they are in the standings. I still think or in the power rankings rather. But they are number 1 in the standings because they are 3-0. They are in first place in ELU.
And
Nobody.
another interesting thing there is TKK loser does get side selection. They went for the counter pick each time.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think GCA won all. If I'm being honest, they won all 3 of these games in the draft phase. Maybe the second game was iffy, but GCA is really good at drafting, and nobody seems to notice it. But anyway, that's just my opinion. I think that people really need to watch out for GCA in the drafting phase. They've done really well from what I've seen. If you take out the finals, obviously LLW 3-0'd them. If you take out the finals from last season, they were legitimately just on fire. They were so good. But anyway, I suppose any closing thoughts from any of the casters? Anybody?
You guys tomorrow for the next games.
Yeah.
Hope to be there casting.
Yeah. Tomorrow we're gonna go ahead and see New York Mutants versus Wardens of the North, 2 of
Do we
the
have a time?
expansion teams. Both games are set for 8 p.m. Central Time, which is 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
Okay, I think I can be home for game 2 or 3 if you want me to come in.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. But what was I gonna say? We will only be casting. It looks like New York Mutants versus Wardens of the North, because I believe Revolution versus Gulf Coast Corsairs. Why is that a tongue twister? I don't know. I believe that was a rescheduled game, so we will be producing the other game. So tune in tomorrow for New York Mutants versus Wardens of the North. 2 expansion teams that have a lot of hype
The
behind them.
golf course. Sorry.
Golf. Did I say golf? Yeah. I don't know. Every time I say it, it's like a tongue twister. I don't think my brain can put together those words. Gulf Coast Corsairs. Gulf Coast Corsairs. Anyway, sorry. It's a tongue twister for me. But New York Mutants will be facing off against Wardens of the North, so tune in for that tomorrow. We have a couple casters already set up for that. We can try to get you in Nitro Dax to the later games, but I believe Wyke Wazowski and Soko will be, or not
No,
Soko.
Soko can't do it.
No, not Soko. I think it's Wyke Wazowski and I'll need to check, but we will have 2 casters for that. And Observer is on pending. It will either be Jazz, Solomon, or Taco, but I don't want to. We'll have to figure that out later. Anyway,
GCC is rescheduled.
they are rescheduled. Okay.
Yeah. So did you reschedule from Friday night, or because we have Bernie and the
I don't know. I guess Golden Golf Course. Golden Golf
GCC
Course.
tomorrow? Yeah, that's what I expected.
That's just what I'm gonna call them that because I can't get the tongue twister down. They're the Golden Golf Course, and yeah, not Saturday. Okay, so that will be exciting. I am really excited for this season. Oh, by the way, Protect the President is the next circus game, so everyone who wants to participate, go ahead and sign up. Just message me or message in the Discord. Any other thoughts from you guys? Nothing? Perfect. All right. This is Mikey Poo, Nitro Dax, and Scaling Circle, and Jazz, and that monkey. We're all signing off.